I'ma keep it real with you. 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 I'ma keep it real with you.
I wish I could see the future and see where I land. I could holler for chance.
Breathing out fire, I'm running out of options. I'ma holler for an answer. I'ma holler till I pass. I can holler for chance. Spinning records and calling for praise. I've been grinding for days. And smoking right on, hoping I change.
to Brawlhalla.
Good morning, gamers. It is me, Slow Motion. I am with the wonderful Sparky, and it is Friday morning Southeast Asia double championship. Here we go.
It is the Autumn Doubles Championship, the last doubles tournament of the year. We're starting this weekend off with Southeast Asia. It's going to be a good one. Let me pull up the bracket right in front of us to kind of give the lay of the land for our top 8 here. On the winners side of things, in the winners the winners finals, we have LaPlum and Vortex versus Keith the Poo Poo and Tax Evasion. And then on the bottom side, we have Heavy and Voder versus Sageru and Iraqi, and then Sphinx and Holix versus Puzzles and Tiger. So we have a nice top 6 here heading into this one. Some of the similar names that we saw at the Summer Doubles, some different names than we saw at Summer Doubles.
Yeah, I'm actually noticing there are a few names in here that I'm not used to seeing in top 8 in Southeast Asia. It should make things very interesting, especially on this elimination side run, as we see these teams try to work their way up. We do have Serenity and Himway waiting in elimination quarterfinals. But we're going to start out on the winner side, and we're going to get into this winner finals match between LaPlum, Vortex, and Tax Evasion and Keith.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a shakeup in terms of the teams that we saw from the Summer Doubles Championship. Keith was playing with LaPlum, Tax Evasion was playing with Serenity. And so going into this, I was wondering what we were going to get from LaPlum and Vortex specifically, because they're both like double Wushang players. So were we going to get the double Wushang going into this one? Was one of them going to change? And as we can see right in front of us, we have 3 Wushangs in this game. Of course, everybody using the Chun-Li crossover, as seems to be like the normal thing in Southeast Asia. One person uses Rano. I can't remember whose name as I was going through the Summer Doubles VOD. And then we have Keith, of course, over on the Ulgrim. Very normal for him as well.
Yes, absolutely. Should be very interesting. A lot of spears in this opening match. This is going to be very fast-paced. Got a good opportunity for some big strings coming off of the spear and the gauntlets from all of these Chun-Lis. Have to see what both these teams have today.
Oh, Plum actually making a last-minute swap over to the Bren. Interesting. I wasn't used to really seeing him play that. There was one of the other like really high placing Bren players coming out from Eero, of course, who's playing with Sire today. He's definitely an Axe player who would go from like the Taros over to the Bren, maybe even an Ulgrim in like those last chance situations if the other two weren't working. So yeah, we're seeing double Axe, we're seeing double gauntlets, we're seeing a lance, and we're seeing a spear.
I mean, the Brent pick kind of makes sense. You know, having the Axe to fall back on instead of the gauntlets and 2 is definitely going to probably work out better for them. And we're getting the map selections now. We're going to start out on Small Fortress Alliance. And here we go, Sparky. Let's get it. Some Southeast Asia action.
Yeah, so going in with this Bren pick, we have seen like several teams who do play the double Wushang, and like the thing that you got to worry about that with is like the DI coming in when you have 2 moves coming right after the other, like Gauntlet Inlight into Gauntlet Inlight. So you have to be a little bit more creative so that your opponent can't just DI out of your team combo. But, you know, players have gone around that and they have gotten more creative, but it seems like going in with the Bren pick, you're just going to completely avoid that. You're going to pick 2 extremely meta weapons. You're going to pick a great legend going into this one, and we're getting into this game 1. Everything here makes sense, not only just for this region, but as for Brawlhalla Esports as a whole right now. Huge side signature, already getting a KO there. Is Keith going to be able to answer back? There's a ground pound, but it's on Vortex, not Plum. He's going back and forth. That side air completely splitting up the red team.
Yeah, 25-second stock, definitely a great way to start out if you are red team, taking that power stance right off the get-go. Ooh, look at Plum working over on the right side, finish off with the Sarah off the Axe, trying to fish out that dare signature off the side. Keith is gonna catch that with the easy Sarah off the Axe and going down from Vortex, gonna come up with the recovery, almost got the second one, but the Sarah is gonna go ahead and find its mark.
Yeah, Keith stood out there and wanted to continue chasing. The first recovery hit the top side sending up. He tried to get the second one on the top side sending up as well. That one missed as it was dodged through the turnaround side air, completely sending the red team member over to the left side of the stage. Blue team's looking great here. Red team's also looking pretty solid. We'll see if Keith is able to hold on to the stock. Hopefully he's able to do something with it. Like if you're in there, even if you hold on to this stock for 30 seconds and you're just like not doing anything, then ultimately that's bad for you. So then taking the stock loss would actually be better. That allows you to get back into the action.
Very true, very true. We're seeing this neutral gameplay here break out between these two teams. Ooh, nice move from Plum with that Sarah to go ahead and break everything up, get the damage off of his teammate. Oh, tax evasion, trying to fight back on arm, taking a weapon throw to the face. Vortex and Plum gonna 2v1 Keith over on the left side, still not able to confirm that stock. Keith doing a great job tanking that Ulgrim, finally gonna fall as he comes in with that fresh stock. Ooh, tax evasion gonna fall as well, ouch.
That was like a 1 minute and 51 second stock for that first stock to get lost by Keith. Tax, he's on his final stock here. Let's see what he can do with this one. If they can get Plum and Vortex out here pretty quickly. There's one, there's Vortex. See if they come in to get Plum. Great weapon toss to break that up. That side light that hit Keith the poo-poo.
Reaching up unarmed. Okay, Keith's gonna go ahead and get that lance back in hand and immediately put the damage on Vortex. The confirmation on Plum off the top of the knockout zone there. Oh, Keith trying to find his way back on the stage. Vortex coming up with a side light. Couldn't find anything off of it though. Nice catch from tax evasion off the landing though.
He did pick up his own teammate in that, so he didn't follow up too hard after in case he ended up hitting Keith. Keith now starting to take some serious damage. Nice follow-up with that turnaround neutral air. It wasn't like the final part of it that doesn't hit anymore. There's the side sig from Plum. Dodge through. They did get a dare. Dude, they're putting a lot of pressure on tax evasion here, but he's doing a good job. He hasn't taken any major KO moves until that potential D-sig that just made a connection. Weapon toss is actually going to bump, give tax evasion some room. He gets back, but he's sent over to the right side. Plum is chasing so hard.
Oh, nice out on recovery from tax evasion to get back up on stage. He needs to stay on this stage to give support to his teammate, but no, he's gonna fall. Keith and now Vortex, a 1v1 situation. Keith definitely has the advantage here when it comes to the health left on the board. See what Vortex is gonna be able to do here. D-Light is gonna go ahead and pick him up, jumping over the weapon throw, Sarah to Keith. Okay, caught him with the neutral. Ooh, reaching up with the gravity cancel. D-Light can't find a home for it though. Okay, that is going to be an easy confirmation. Yeah, it had enough. It had enough, Sparky.
There, okay. I tell you what, if I hit that in a ranked game like I tried to earlier today, it was not KOing. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that one,
but that's because you played
just
Vrax.
enough, a little bit of muster on it.
You played Vrax though. He doesn't have as much oomph. Not as much oomph.
So yeah, a great ending to that one. Keith headed into that one with about an 80 damage lead on his opponent. He was able to like keep control, even though he started taking some damage over on the right side. He was like kind of stuck on that right corner. It was looking a little bit rough for him there. Could have maybe been a down sig over the corner or a side sig right over the corner. That would have maybe spelled disaster for him, but he was able to lock it in, bring it back, and hit that side air for the KO in the end.
The difference really was it came down to Keith and that stock, the way he was able to tank that for so long. If he wouldn't have been able to hold on to that stock as long as he did, I think the end of that game would have ended up very differently when it came down to being so close as it was. But Keith and tax evasion gonna go ahead and put one on the board as we get ready and get in here into game at number 2. As we're seeing both these teams just kind of break off in a neutral and trying to find their openers. Ooh, nice little, almost little team combo opportunity with Keith and tax evasion there.
Yeah, it was a great neutral air into the in light from Keith, and then I believe a neutral light after that on the ground from tax evasion. And they're doing it again. Oh, how did that get interrupted?
Oh no, but tax evasion coming over with the signature, that's gonna connect.
The side sig? I think he might have just improperly spaced the side sig to finish that one off, because that was, again, that great neutral air from the gauntlets into the in light from Keith's lance. They are grabbing that one. They've already grabbed it twice this game, and we're less than a minute in.
Tax evasion survived that. That's crazy. There was a lot of force coming off of that Sair. Keith trying to put down a guard for tax evasion. Vortex all alone, gonna go ahead and hit the ground pound on tax evasion. Big recovery, gonna send Keith way up to the top, and that is gonna finish him off the recovery off the gauntlets. Weapon throw just to make sure that that one is confirmed as well, and we're gonna tie the stocks all back up here. It was looking like blue team was gonna run away with this one. They were coming out a lot more assertive here in game number 2, but red team's done a good job bringing it back.
Yeah, we have a really, really nice game here. Now, Vortex is starting to take some damage. He's going to have to be a little bit careful. You see him sitting in the middle of the stage. Takes the D-Light into the turnaround neutral signature from tax evasion. That's not what he wants. He was disarmed after that, and it took him a long time to get back, and then he got KO'd, and now Plum might be in a rough spot. That D-Light is going to miss.
No, but he did a really good job. He put on a little damage, did not take any against himself. Great job handling that 2v1 situation from Plum. Keith coming back up on stage. The dare is going to connect against Vortex. Tax evasion there to clean it up with a side light. Ooh, great job as he picked up the spear, keeping both red players at bay, sending them all the way over to the right side here. See what's going to happen off stage. Keith is going to go ahead and catch him. D-Light into ground pound.
Tax evasion. He's kind of playing a little bit safe around that soft platform. I'm not sure exactly why, because his health is great. I mean, everyone's health is great. I don't know if he was just trying to catch his opponent high so that he could finally grab that KO on a Vortex, send everybody down in their final stock. Plum now in the orange. He's got to be careful. Vortex in the orange as well. Blue team looking like they could wrap this one up. They're like one color change ahead of their opponents. Side stick from Keith. He goes in big with the ground pound, and he's able to stay safe with the weapon toss above. Very smart gameplay. Now getting the KO onto Vortex and the KO onto Plum. Tax evasion ends that one. It's definitely not April 15th.
No, absolutely not. That was good. We definitely saw a synergy. Yes, and for you guys didn't get Sparky's joke there. The synergy definitely started to come out between Keith and Tax Evasion there in game number 2, and it definitely gave them the advantage. Clean win from them there in that second game, and we're gonna take it and see if they can just get a clean 3-0 sweep here in winners finals and send LaPum and Vortex down to defend themselves in elimination.
And with this game, they're actually moving, the red team is, away from the double Chun-Li. Vortex is moving on to this Hattori after we thought was going to be a double Chun-Li, ended up being a Bryn and a Chun-Li, and now is a Hattori and Chun-Li, so still holding on to that spear for Vortex.
You can definitely tell what his preferred weapon is out of his selections, and definitely reaching for anything here, trying to get something moving here with all of these different legend selections. Plum reading the area here. But Keith makes his way back down the stage. Nice snare. Coming over and catching Plum. Tax Evasion not able to follow up though, but he does catch a dare to the top of his head and barely makes his way back over to the side of the stage and almost gets taken out the top. But still unarmed, he cannot find a weapon.
Yup.
Still unarmed, and he gets knocked out by his teammate. Oh no, that's very unfortunate. And Keith almost got knocked out there as well.
Yeah, Tax Evasion was stuck. Like he moved over into the right lane as Vortex was coming down with the ground pound with the sword on the left side. Then when he was over, and then he moved back away from the right lane into the left lane, and then Keith came down with the ground pound. So that was just tough. But there's one stock. If they can get this stock off of Plum, he's the one who's now disarmed. There's the ground pound just to safely land back on the stage, grab a weapon. Vortex is able to grab one as well. The side air sending Keith over far on the edge. Plum coming in with the ground pound. Keith completely disengages, goes back onto the main stage.
Here he goes back down into neutral. Plum though looking for that opening, comes out, just throws a signature out there. Keith with the easy punish. Gonna chase Vortex off stage here.
Keith, okay.
2v1 pressure. Great job staying out of that. Oh, Tax Evasion is gonna go ahead and knock Keith out off of that, putting damage on both of his opponents. However, Plum reaching with the recoveries, trying to catch one up on the top of the stage, can't find it. Tried it with the ground pound off stage as well, can't find a home for it either. As Plum puts a little damage on Keith. Finally has that lance back in hand, but Vortex is gonna be there to pick him up with the sword.
Oh, the neutral signature comes out from Tax Evasion. He was looking for a follow-up, but he ended up hitting his teammate and caught a side air to the back of the head. That's going to be Tax Evasion's second stock with a great D-Light recovery pickup from Vortex as Tax Evasion was going over for the weapon spawn. Keith has to be careful. He's just going to burn a side sig right there. GC'd above the stage, doesn't find anything with it, has to be careful. He was like ahead of basically everyone else in the game. He's not in a terrible spot right now. He's kind of on the border between orange and red. There's the D-Light recovery from Vortex. See, it's not enough to KO. There's the recovery from Tax Evasion. The blue team still barely holding on here to this tiny lead.
Yeah, red team is just right there. They have been pretty much every game. I mean, last game it definitely went in the favor of Tax Evasion and Keith, but they're just right on that cusp of not being able to get the W, and they're so close here again as everything is completely tied up here. They need to keep the aggression going, keep that damage flowing. See if they can go ahead and put one on the scoreboard here. Nice Sarah against Tax Evasion. He comes back with one of his own though, getting taken dangerously to the top of the stage. Plum trying to catch landing. Sarah's gonna send him out. Tax Evasion staying out of the way of the weapon throw. Can anybody put pressure on him? No, he's able to find his way back up on stage and now has gauntlets back in hand.
If Vortex and Plum can take out Tax Evasion here, that would be a bit of a momentum shift. There's the side air from Plum. See if they can get this 2v1 onto Keith. Keep himself alive in this set on the winner's bracket.
Oh, they dropped
didn't
it!
know what you were going for there. Vortex tried to set you up with the D-Light down air to give you the follow-up. There's the side light, goes for the GC side light, same direction. There's the down air, no bounce. It didn't send over the corner.
Oh, here we
the
go.
side light into the recovery gets the KO. Plum!
Keith is so good at this game, bro. Oh, Plum is gonna go ahead and get the confirmation there, but my man Keith was cooking. He almost had that 2v1 in the bag, but Vortex and Plum are going to put one on the scoreboard, and we're going to find ourselves into a game number 4, Sparky.
Yeah, that was a great momentum shift right there. We could easily see, as we've seen so many times in Brawlhalla esports history, this still like, oh, are the tides going to change? Is the tug of war starting to favor the other team? And it ends up just being a 3-1 in the end. But still, that was a nice closeout to that game, especially for this red team to barely hold on. Keith was doing a good job with his survivability early on. They were able to whittle that down. They were able to put pressure on Tax Evasion in the end to KO him, and they were still able to clutch out that 2v1 while Keith was going crazy, like you said.
This has been a good winners finals so far. Definitely enjoying myself. See how game number 4 works out for us here. Keith throwing away the lance with a big whiff, has that axe now. D-Light gonna go ahead and connect against Vortex. Okay, Keith trying to get behind Vortex, gets a 2-piece.
That's huge. They got that dare. The final frames of Tax Evasion's down air got through the spot dodge from Plum or Vortex. Now he's taking a bunch of damage. It almost set up for the edge guard over there. Hopefully, if we can see Keith not ground pound Tax Evasion to the blast zone this game, we could see the blue team coming out victorious here. Tax Evasion was looking for the little bounce pass to himself, the down air into the gauntlet recovery. There's the inlight splitting up the red team, trying to put pressure on Plum. He sent Keith down, and he sent Tax Evasion up.
Red team is looking fantastic here in game number 4. Definitely trying to save this set, stay on winner's side. Oh, what a weapon throw from Keith. That was so clutch. Perfect timing. That Sarah and that recovery are both going to connect, both going to confirm. And just like that, blue team has snatched the lead back.
Keith is definitely not like the carry of this team, but he's definitely been doing the kind of the lion's share of the work. Tax Evasion's done a great job so far, but I feel like the more standout moments have all really been from Keith.
I have to agree. Tax Evasion's definitely been playing really good support, but it definitely has been the Keith show. However, on red side, Vortex and Plum working very, very well together. Oh, got caught with that side air across stage. So did Plum. Keith going for a third one. Can't get the dare, though. Oh, they're just all over the place in neutral, Sparky.
Keith has done such a great job. Ooh, no one's able to punish that one. That's unfortunate on that charged up desync coming out from Plum. But Keith has done such a great job of showing why Lance is really strong in 2v2 specifically. It's all the movement that you have as your opponent is pushing onto you. Like maybe the your opponent's teammate is going to counter punish you for what you just did to their teammate, and all of a sudden you're moved away, and then all of a sudden you can turn around and then hit them back. Like Keith's ability to go from one red team member to the other with the movement that Lance has is so great. His ability to stay in the air is so great. Tax Evasion now put on a final stock. That's going to be the second stock from Keith as well, with the GCD light into the recovery way high up there from Vortex. The double spears were sitting on the stage, and now Vortex has grabbed the sword.
Yeah, we're seeing blue team try and push things up into the air. And no, you're absolutely right when it comes to the way Keith is able to use the movement off the Lance. When you were talking, saw him save Tax Evasion from a combo because he was able to get underneath it with that huge range that the side light has. Ooh, Plum way high in the sky. Keith is gonna go ahead and confirm it. That puts Plum on his final stock. Vortex holding it down though on stage while his teammate respawns. Keith getting up underneath him with a signature. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, recovery. Oh, he caught it. Grabbed and kicked the side sig.
That's gonna split up. Okay.
Vortex is super deep on that second stock. He's taking a lot of damage. That Sarah is gonna go and finish it off from Tax Evasion. Plum left all alone with both these blue team members. Oh, Vortex coming in, gonna go ahead and confirm the stock unarmed. And now we got a 2v1 situation against Keith. And I think we might just get pushed to a game 5, Sparky.
I think we might. This one's going to be much tougher for Keith to come back from. There is a little bit of overlap from the red team. They haven't seemed to like get all their ducks in a row. They don't seem like fully organized on how they want to play this 2v1. They're kind of just like both going after him, hoping that the health lead that they have is going to be enough to just like get through if they keep throwing out attacks, which it might be. There's the side air. Not enough to KO. Plum able to get back after throwing his weapon, grabbing the set of gauntlets, went for the GCD light.
I thought that pogo was gonna get Keith off the right side. I thought that was gonna be it. If he can put some damage on Plum and get a knockout here, nope, that's gonna go ahead and finish it up right there. Grab the Kittle D-Light into recovery from a Vortex, and they did. They were able to go ahead and clutch it together. They have won these last two, and they are gonna push Keith and Tax Evasion to a game number 5 here in Winners Finals. Not a bad way to start off the day.
If we look at the damage that came out from the blue team, I don't exactly remember the number, but it was like the mid 500s or low 600s coming out from Keith, and then 311 coming out from Taximation. So he had a very difficult game. And on the other side, it's not like Vortex carried that game, but he definitely had more damage, and he had 5 of the KOs as well. So he's able to clean it up. Oh, there we go. We have the numbers right there. It was a 650. Goodness gracious, coming out from Keith the Poo Poo, 650 to Taxivation's 311. So Taxivation's gonna have to step it up this game. Hopefully Amber is the color of his energy. Is that 311? Amber, the color of your energy. It is. That is the song by 311.
Another reference that most of chat will not understand, Sparky.
I'm not really good at Southeast Asian references. I don't really know what they're into right now. Not bad.
Oh man, all right, here we go. Vortex and Plum. I think this would be a considerable upset if they were able to go ahead and confirm this and get their spot confirmed in a grand finals. You pointed out the damage differential between Keith and Taxivasion. When you're doing double the damage as your teammate, something is not right there. Definitely need to see a better performance from Taxivasion here to be able to bring this set back for him and his teammate, and to help Keith out with some of this work that he's putting in.
Now on the other side, Vortex was the one to do the most damage for the red team, but this game, he's taken out first. He was the first one to lose that stock.
Yeah, but both players of red team did over 500 damage last game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They both were carrying the weight. I think last game could have gone very, very differently if Taxivasion would have maybe put in a little bit more. But that is neither here nor there. We are in a game number 5, and Taxivasion is already down a stock as they're trying to confirm on Plum, but he is super, super deep.
They gotta get Plum, man. They're just letting him fight hit after hit. He's about to take Taxivasion into orange. That desync didn't take out Vortex. I'm really surprised. Yeah, we really need to be watching Vortex here, because Taxivasion, yes, didn't do a lot of damage last game and is taking quite a bit of damage this game, but like Vortex was the first one on final stock. He was the first one on second stock as well. So if they can bully him out of this, if Taxivasion can up his survivability just a little bit, if Keith can continue to hold on to this first stock like he's been doing throughout this entire set, over 2 minutes on that first stock this time for Keith.
That's your fault, by the way. He would not have been knocked out to a ground pound right there if you would not have talked about he was still on his first stock.
Yeah, you would have.
No, you literally changed the course.
I have no effect on this world.
The course of
Everything is
history, Sparky.
Get it twisted.
All right, here we go. We're seeing blue team definitely brought it back though, but they're struggling a little bit more here in this game number 5. This could definitely go either way as this comes down to these last few stocks. Oh, they're kind of dialing in on Keith here a little bit. Already have him in yellow, putting the damage on him. All right, Plum being taken up to the top of the stage. Vortex reaching with the cover. He can't find Taxivasion. Taxivasion retreating off stage. Plum is going to be able to come over with the recovery back up on stage. Oh, just the sidelights back and forth, trying to catch anybody who will get in the way.
You said Taxivasion retreating, and you're exactly right. He's just been running around. I swear, he's just been running around so much, putting out a very small number of attacks, a number of attacks you could count on one hand. And like, I understand, but he can't just leave Keith to do all of this, or maybe, who knows? Keith is really good. Maybe he just can't. Like, he's just running around.
If you can play really good support here and stay out of harm's way, this 2v1 situation would be really bad for Taxivasion though. If they can get Keith here, Taxivasion's left all alone. It's gonna be a rough spot for him to be in, but he is still getting his 1-2s in. Oh no, a lot of pressure. Is he gonna have the options? He does have a path to get back up on stage. Plum's gonna hit him with the ground pound as he comes right back up top, but he's floating, flying. The stairs coming out, trying to buy time, but Plum catches the landing, gets him out of here, and it is all up to Keith the Poo Poo once again.
What a bold move to go for the ground pound. I understand what he's going for, but there's also another red team member there who's trying to solo him over on the right edge. He's forced Plum into the orange on final stock. Like, Keith is in yellow. He has the damage lead.
He can get Vortex out of here, though. This is definitely doable, but they will not even let my man land right now. There you go. Okay, little Sair.
Oh no, bounce pass with down air and an air.
So scary, bro. Oh no, he's still okay.
Oh, he's living.
No, that didn't knock. What?
He's living.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
It didn't knock. Maybe he needs a Tua here.
Oh, what? He wants his lance. He wants the lance. Very bold, throwing that weapon away. Okay, there we go. Recovery from Vortex's spear is gonna go ahead and confirm, and that is not how I saw that set ending up. Is Keith and Tax Evasion are now down in the elimination side. Wow.
Now, I think one of the reasons that Vortex and Plum came out on top there, first of all, I want to point out that Plum did 718 damage that game, and he took 649. Very impressive numbers there. But specifically, the way they played that 2v1 against Keith the Poo-Poo was completely different than the way they played it in the previous game, where they were just like, we're just going to overlap as many things, and we're going to hope that our damage output is going to be able to beat his damage output because we have the health lead. But they didn't really have that as much that game. So Vortex was just kind of controlling the ground, and he let Plum do his thing. He let Plum chase, and so all the moves that Keith was throwing out, yeah, he was adding up a lot of damage on the Plum, but still controlling the ground and controlling the air. You control those two different spaces so that anywhere Keith was, there was a red team member, rather than them just like overlapping each other, hitting each other, adding damage up on each other, and just kind of hoping the numbers all work out in the end.
Absolutely. Very exciting winners finals. Southeast Asia putting on a bit of a show for us so far. A very good set going down to the absolute wire. But that is all we have on winner's side. We have to now move down to elimination side. Who do we have, Sparky?
Down here on the elimination side, it looks like Puzzles and Tiger took out Sphinx and Holix. They moved on into the elimination quarterfinals, and we have Serenity and Hemwe versus the winner of Heavy and Voter versus Seijiro and Araki. The set we're about to see is going to be Sire and Iro versus Puzzles and Tiger.
So obviously we all know who Sire is. We all know who Tiger is.
Yeah.
Not very familiar with Iro, and I'm not very familiar with Puzzles, so I'm definitely looking forward to see what they have in store, what legends are going to play. Look, Sparky, I can see him right now. He's looking up the data for me.
Don't look at what I'm doing.
The fingers are moving.
So for Sire and Iro, Sire's a Kaya player, also sometimes a Rayman player, usually leading with the Kaya. Iro is definitely an Axe player. I mentioned him a little bit earlier. He started off previously in Summer Doubles, started off with Teros, then moved to Bryn, and then ultimately it was like a game 5, then chose to move on to the Ulgrim. So definitely going to be an Axe legend, most likely coming out from Iro. As for Puzzles, I have no clue other than what I can see on the screen right now. Let's see if I can find some stuff on Puzzles. I was just looking at my notes previously. So not in terms of reporting legends, Puzzles has reported a Thatch 10 times, and that is in 1v1. In 2s, let's see what we can find from Puzzles. Going to be PR 13 going into this one. See who he is playing with on the reg, seeing if his regular partner is going to be Tiger. Doesn't seem to have the greatest placements into top 8 here. Coming into PR 13 is definitely not bad by any means. Usually around that like 9th to 7th in community tournaments, and then when you bring in majors like this, online majors like this, you usually see some like 17th placements, sometimes some 9th. So struggling to break into that top 8. We'll see if Tiger is the other part of that recipe, the other ingredient that he needs to make it into that beautiful top 8 delicious cake.
Delicious cake. Well, I mean, he's already made it, so he's got that going for him. We are in top 8, and we are gonna get into a game at number 1 here, and we're seeing a plethora of legend selections here. We got a little Teros on the board, got a little Val, Koji, Bryn. Okay.
We're basically seeing classic legends throughout like all of Brawlhalla's histories. Like obviously we had the Koji era where everyone and their mother was playing Koji. Bryn has always been a strong character that the top players have played. Of course, Teros has had like several years of being a really strong legend, not necessarily very much in the early days, but then we've also like the Stefani. Everyone knows Stefani. We've seen so much Stefani in 1s and 2s as well. So really we have like some of the greatest hits of Brawlhalla legends here.
It is definitely, it's the greatest hits album of Brawlhalla Legends. I like it. Good analogy. All right, here we go though. We're in game number 1 on Demon Island, Iro and Sire, Puzzles and Tiger. And so far, pretty even between both these teams, just kind of working out the kinks here, trying to figure each other out. figure out that neutral game. First stock is gonna fall off of Puzzles though. He's taking off the left side.
I also said we expected an Axe Legend from Eero, and yeah, he's playing Val, so you know how it goes.
It do be like that sometimes, Sparky. It do be. See how that Val pick works out for him though, is he's kind of hanging out over on the right side of the stage, looking for an entrance to get back up. But Puzzles was trying to get a good edge guard, but the Sarah is gonna catch Sire, send him off, and his teammate looks like he might be following. Euro hasn't. No, the Sarah is not gonna be enough to get him back over the stage. Sire went off to try and help him if he could, but put himself in a really bad position here. And now Tiger is putting the dares on him. Everybody's back up on stage though. We're gonna be able to reset back here in neutral.
Now, I do love the follow-up that Tiger attempted earlier off of Puzzle's Axe down air. It was like right over on the corner, and Tiger tried to grab his opponent early enough to get a D-Light into most likely a down air. Oh, Tiger, he's playing real low this time. Puzzles went with the attempt to save with the GC D-Light. Puzzles is also going to fall there, and this is definitely a rough start for the red team.
Yeah, but you know, we see this a lot in game number ones though. You know, teams take a little while to get the engines running, get things warmed up, get that synergy going, and we're kind of seeing red team struggle a little bit here in the opening of the set. Sire though is not going to be taken off the right side. That is going to put him on his final stock. Euro is the healthiest on the board here. What's he gonna be able to do with it? Nice nair into dare. Could not catch a second nair. Tiger is gonna throw a Sarah out though. Send Euro off stage. Comes right back up with another nair though. But Puzzles is gonna be there to finish off his stop.
Nice weapon toss up. They're not able to follow up off of it. There's an interruption, but the D-Light into the side air comes out from Tiger, also hitting his teammate, which they are very far behind at this point. All the stocks have been evened up, but the blue team is very much in the yellow, and Puzzles and Tiger are in the red. Have to be extremely careful. Every hit is basically going to separate this team. Tiger almost came in and D-Lighted his teammate there. Just the dash in D-Light. He's gonna need to tighten it up here. We've seen a handful of moments there where he's put some damage on his team, and it's not even just like, oh, it happened to be that way. He was throwing out a side air on the opponent, and all of a sudden his teammate got knocked in there. It's just like he just straight up dashed in and almost D-Lighted his teammate.
I don't want to count red team out there though. I mean, they struggled. They struggled a little bit. We saw some things didn't quite connect, didn't quite link up, but I'm actually really impressed at how close they ended up pulling that game and how close it was towards the end and how they did keep it together, even though I think they were definitely being outplayed there.
Now, Puzzles and Tiger are coming off of a 3-1 victory over Sphinx and Hollis compared to Sire and Eero, who are coming off of a Game 5 against LaPlum and Vortex. So I'm not sure where the momentum is for these teams. One coming off a W, one coming off of a reasonably, at least if we're looking at the bracket in terms of Game 5, a reasonably close L. This is not a great start for the red team in the ground pound. Luckily didn't hit Puzzles, but he lands on the platform, eats a side sig from Eero, and then they take Tiger off of the right side with the follow-up. Blue team has the momentum. That answered my question right there. Blue team has the momentum.
You literally asked a question to the universe and it was answered in real time. That was actually kind of creepy. There we go. Gonna finish off with the down sig. And blue team has come out swinging in game number 2. Looking really good. Oh, Euro come off stage, coming up with a nair, can't find anything. Puzzle shutting it down with the neutral light. Sire, can he find a way back over? Oh, nice little recovery from the unarmed, getting back over. Stop, Sarah. Okay, Sire, I see you. That was a great gameplay from Sire, the way he was able to find that route back up on stage, be able to get a weapon in hand and immediately put it to work. Eero and Sire, though, stocks are finally going to fall on the first one. Stocks are all even, but Tiger and Puzzle are both, if not in knockout range. Puzzle is very, very, very close.
Now, Puzzles did just have a really great punish onto Eero, who was charging up a side signature. Puzzles was right above him, and he saw the side signature charging up. He knew that with the animation, you have, like, I don't know what the character's name is. It's like Steven, and then the other one, sorry, I don't watch children's cartoon shows. He knows that the side sig leads with whichever side Steven is on, so he waited for that to come out and then punished with a beautiful side sig right after that. What is her name? I feel bad.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I was a Nickelodeon kid, not a Cartoon Network kid.
I feel like I should know this, given that it's in the video game that we're doing commentary for right now. Okay, the red team's actually doing a solid job of coming back into this. It was looking a little bit rough, definitely on the first stock, and then even when they lost their second stocks.
Okay.
But now, I mean, both of them are in total about 110 damage behind. It's about 55 each.
The red team is definitely impressive when it comes to, you know, when they're down, keeping things moving. We saw that opening from blue team at the beginning of this game, and they just decimated those opening stocks. The first one falling in 15 seconds. And then here we are here at the end of the game. Everybody is even stocks, and this is still very, very winnable for red team. Did a really good job keeping things close and bringing it back.
Yeah, we're very even. Her name is Connie, by the way. Her name is Connie.
Really
where
looked
the
it up.
Ani and Savani comes from. The red team really has done a great job evening up here. I almost thought that side arrow from Tiger was going to hit Puzzles. Great split of the blue team. The neutral signature just barely not enough to knock out. Beautiful down air over to the corner, and the red team ends up taking that game. From that absolutely lights out start to like even the middle game that favored so much of the blue team, all of a sudden to winning that one. Great work from red.
Oh, we're seeing this team combo. Very nice. Couldn't finish off with a snare. No, that was crazy. The way blue team came out in that game number 2, you really thought it was just absolute lights out for red team. Just great job, that perseverance and being able to have the mentality to stay in there, not get down, keep the momentum going, and it paid off for them. We're all tied up going into game number 3.
I want to see who sent Puzzles and Tiger down. It was Serenity and Himwe. That was a top 8 qualifier match on the winner's side that Puzzles and Tiger lost to in game 5 to Serenity and Himwe. Okay, Tiger.
Oh, Sweatbeat's coming out. Sire, oh, he really got that. That was Axe is so good,
great
bro.
3-piece. That was a great
Axe is
3-piece
so
coming up
good.
from Sire. That one hurts to get hit by for sure, and the D-Sig, but there's a great punish coming through
Puzzles,
from Era. Gonna get the stock onto Puzzles.
Trying to do something on that Bryn. There we go. Spirit hand. The Sire's right there with the axe again. Oh, trying to clean up on Tiger there. Could not get the connection though. Ooh, nice Sare coming from Puzzles. Gonna send Sire off the left stage. Another big Sare from Puzzles. Keeping blue team backs against the wall here as they're trying to find a way to get back up on stage and get some offensive going. But right now it is all red team cleaning up stocks. There we go. Stock is gonna fall off the Sire. And now 2v1 situation. And that is gonna confirm as well. Well done from Tiger and Puzzles.
They did finally get those stocks, but that was really tough watching Puzzles. He was looking for the follow-up off of Tiger 2 different times with a spear recovery to KO off the top, and he just wasn't in the right position due to no fault of his own. It was just, that's not the way the game state was at the time, but he happened to go for the recovery and just couldn't get it. It was 2 in a row that would have been KOs off the top. They get the stock off of Tiger. They have the pressure onto Puzzles, now sending him onto final stocks, and he is really sad he didn't get those recoveries earlier because now he's at a huge deficit compared to everyone else in the game.
Yeah, those huge back-to-back stomp Sares from Sire. He's still working in the air with another Sare into Nair on Tiger. Going for another Sare. Tiger stayed on the ground that time, able to get a good punish. Haymaker off the stage. Seeing blue team put down the edge guard here. Big pressure that's gonna take Tiger off the top. Puzzles fighting for his stock here, oh, it's his final stock too. He is almost at knockout range. That is, oh, if it wasn't that top 45-degree angle, that probably would have knocked, but he lives to fight another day. No, he doesn't.
Puzzles just had like the worst time for the past 30 seconds. It's like their focus was clearly on Tiger, but they'd get a big hit on the Puzzles, send him away. That weapon toss almost hitting him on the head. Eero really going in here. There's the D-Light ground pound, but Puzzles just had the worst time. He'd get hit by something big, sent flying. They'd go back, put pressure on the Tiger. He'd be like, oh, here, I'm back. Hey guys, look at me. And then he'd get hit by something big, sent flying, focuses back on Tiger. Then he'd come back, be like, hey guys, a little bit more worse for wear. Look at me. He's like limping and holding his shoulder. Then he gets hit by something else, sent flying, focuses back on Tiger, and they just couldn't figure out exactly how they wanted to play that because Puzzles kept getting separated from Tiger. Tiger had to play the like micro 1v2s, one after the other after the other. It was just really rough for the red team at the end.
Yes, indeed, indeed. And it could be a whole lot rougher if they're not able to get a W here as we get ready for game number 4. And we're going back to Demon Island. Bryn, Koji, Val, and we're going to see a little Patrick Star this time as he swaps over to the crossover.
He's going to be moving from the Roman Reigns on to the Patrick Star, which is, again, wild that we don't see more Patrick coming out, given how much Taros we see, and then also more SpongeBob, given how much Rayman we see.
Every time I commentate and there's a Rayman in the game and they're not on the SpongeBob skin, I yell at them.
It's frustrating. It's genuinely frustrating.
Very frustrating. It's infuriating. Yes. Tiger, nice Sair, taking Sire off stage. Oh, see if we can get something going here. Oh, big, huge Sair off of the axe. Puzzle's gonna be the first one to strike and the healthiest on the board. Seeing him starting off in game number 4 a little better than we saw him play in game number 3 for sure. Nice D-Light from Sire, finishing up on Puzzles there. Oh, he tried to come up with a recovery, could not find anything though.
Ooh, just barely missing that neutral signature. Didn't send far enough off of the unarmed neutral light for Sire to pick up, even with the backside of that neutral signature the other direction. He was looking for the KO on that. That's going to give the red team a little bit more time to live on this one, but the neutral air is going to take Tiger off the top, or sorry, Puzzles off the top.
What?
Sire trying to get a little bit swaggy there, and his teammate, they kind of ended up overlapping one another and interrupting, and there's the neutral signature. We have a very even game state, as long as Puzzles doesn't get stuck out of the stage.
No, but he's doing a really good job against Sire over there, keeping the pressure on. Oh, Sire retreating back over to the left side of the stage, missing the stomp. Tiger right there to clean things up at that top 45-degree angle, causing problems yet again. Puzzles laying down the signature. Can't find any confirmation off of it, though. That is going to confirm, though, off the Sair. Puzzles, though, getting both the blue team members in that side light. No follow-up. Tiger with recovery is going to confirm as well. 2v1 situation.
Now, while Tiger was responding, Puzzles did a great job of not getting caught into really anything, hardly took any damage whatsoever, and even put out some of his own. Going back and forth between blue team members, tried to get the follow-up there onto Eero, but he was really defending against the pressure from Sire. If Puzzles can live here, if he can find some damage onto Eero, maybe even the KO onto Eero,
that didn't
almost.
Confirm? Let Eero come back up on stage. Team combo, couldn't get a follow-up over, couldn't get a follow-up and a confirmation off of it. Gonna leave Eero there to put some more damage on the board. Coming off stage with the signature, nice dare from Puzzles though. And now 2v1, oh no, it's not. There we go, gonna go ahead and confirm off that. And a little emote, that was cute.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough for Puzzles because we know that Sire and Eero are organized. They've been showing their combos there, a little bit of overlap sometimes, but even there, they were looking for almost the perfectly placed neutral signature coming out from Sire. Okay, they've been dropping the ball just a little bit on really the combo starter, but they haven't really hit each other too much yet. Sire was really giving Eero plenty of room. Great follow-up there. Oh my gosh. He knew exactly how to follow up with the one single move and then giving Eero all of the runway that he needed to put pressure and end up getting that stop.
Oh, production, give it to me. Let me see that last stock, that little last interaction again. It was so good. They were just so flashy with it. The way he came in, it was grabbing a little side light.
Yep.
Way he snuck in there, like frame perfect.
Oh, it's just a dash side light. Yeah, just that little bit of extension that he needed. That tiny bit of hit stun to really mess up Puzzles while Eero was figuring out what he needed to do and do a GC D-Light into the ground pound and then finishing things off there. So great organization from the blue team on what exactly to do. They were on the same page, same paragraph, same words, same letter all the way through.
All the way through, yes. That was super clean. Great gameplay coming from Sire and Eero there. But that is going, that's actually going to finish it up for Puzzles and Tiger.
Yep, that was an elimination side match. That is Puzzles and Tiger losing out at, is it fifth? Yeah, that's going to be a fifth place finish for Puzzles and Tiger against Sire and Eero. They're going to be moving on into the elimination semifinals. And before that, I believe we are going to be moving on to a break unless someone comes into my ear to say something different. Slow-mo, how do you feel about those two sets that we just watched?
Southeast Asia, you know, I'll be real, I'm not a morning person. It is early. It is early for me, and I just, as much as I was regretting or dreading having to get up, Southeast Asia is putting on a heck of a show. You know what else we got going on, Sparky? There's so much going on. We have the double championship this weekend. We have the Royale next weekend, and that lines us up for BCX. Yes, BCX.live. Even though the early bird special is over, you can still get signed up. Do not miss out. I'm gonna be there. Sparky will be there, and that is two handsome bald men in the same building. You do not want to miss it.
Yes, make sure to sign up early. Sign up now. Get everything organized for that trip because it will be here before you know it. It's a little over a month, and by a little, I mean a little over a month away. Yes, yes. It's just a little bit over a month away until BCX. Make sure to get everything you need.
Oh, the titles too. Storyteller, Best Friends Forever. 0-2, but it was close. Viewer of Greatness, Land and Back Again. Mwah. Beautiful, beautiful. So good, so good. Oh, they just gave it all to me. All right, look, we're gonna be back here in just a second with the rest of your Southeast Asia action. You guys don't go anywhere.
Took my time, no need to rush. This side of mine is ready for some love, and when it's right, I'll know it when I feel that rush. You came along and looked my way, just like a song. I heard your melody, think I belong right here with you next to me.
Oh, it's just okay. All right, dude. All right, dude.
No.
I heard you say you're live, Toast. Not there was no countdown from
No
We
countdown.
didn't exactly know when the game started. That's why there's the countdown in the video game Brawlhalla that we're doing commentary for right now, where it says 3, 2, 1 Brawl, because
3, 2,
it's
1.
very nice to know when things are starting. We are coming to you live here with the Southeast Asia Autumn Doubles Championship. That's right, you heard about BCX right before the break. That's because this is the last, I repeat, last 2v2 tournament before, well, 2v2 weekend before the World Championship coming in November. And we are moving through this bracket lightning speed here for Southeast Asia. We're in the elimination quarterfinals. We saw La Plum and Vortex versus Keith the Poo Poo and Tax Evasion. We saw Siren Ero versus Puzzles and Tiger. And now we are watching Serenity and Hemwe versus Seijiru and Araki. My Dune, my Araki.
It's gonna be a good one. I hope, just as a fan perspective, I hope they keep up the energy that we've seen so far in our block. Sorry guys, Sparky just has a direct line to my funny bone some days, and I just all right, but we are at the map selection screen. We're gonna get, oh no we're not, they tricked us. We're gonna see 7. It's always exciting when we get to see a 7 in tournament gameplay.
Yeah, I was playing some ranked before the tournament started, and I ended up running into a 7 there, and they beat me, not because they're better than me, but because they relied on gimmicks, and I'm actually better than them. But we have a very good 7 here today, coming from Araki. Yeah, I don't know, there's just not much to say on 7, because we just haven't seen it. We saw some from Stingray early on. There's no like tournament history that we can go back to of like unforgettable 7 moments compilation number 5 on youtube.com. It's just like the runway is completely clear, and Araki can show us some 7 gameplay here that we might be entering into the annals of history.
Well, and it's such an unexplored legend. I mean, it with the stance swap mechanic, I believe there's a lot of potential still for that legend that just has not been unlocked yet. And, players like Araki here, see if they can start paving that way a little bit. All right, though, Demon Island is going to be our starting position. And we're going to see how this neutral gameplay breaks down here. Is Araki getting a good 1-2 off stage here, coming back up on stage. Retreating over the right side.
On the other side of red team here, we also have like another not necessarily the most normal pick out there coming in with the Artemis pick, comparing that to the blue team's completely standard Ulgrim Wushang pick. So a little bit unorthodox versus like the classic standard for 2v2.
That's actually a really good point. You have your tried and true, Wushang and Ulgrim, and red team definitely trying something different here. That recovery was enough. Okay. Hemwe on the Chun-Li gonna go ahead and send him up to the sky.
Falling down there with a dare, hitting the sidelight into the recovery, putting out some damage onto his teammate, but they do have the stock advantage. And of course, you also want to put damage out on your opponent at the same time. You're going to do less to your teammate. Of course, it's going to be less to your teammate as well. So it definitely was a beneficial interaction for him to keep going off of that sidelight with the recovery.
Oh, Serenity reached up in the sky. Nice snare. Oh, big a whiff on the light attack, though. Serenity coming down with the dare. Weapon throw up. That was such a good option. It took away blue team's ability to get back up on stage and let his teammate be right there to follow up. That was super clean, Sparky.
Yeah, that was a great closeout there for the stocks of the blue team. Now, they are quite behind the red team. Okay, that's going to be one stock, and almost, it is going to be a second stock. I wasn't sure if excuse me. I already forgot his teammate. Seijiru. No, Seijiru's on the red team. Who is him? He's playing with who?
Serenity.
Dude, the Saren name was making me think of Kaina from back when Kaina's name was Saren, and I was just all lost. But yeah, it's Serenity coming out here. I thought missing that follow-up was not necessarily going to guarantee the stock there, but Hemwe had enough strength on him, and there was enough damage on the opponent in that moment. There's the sidelight. Hemwe with the spot dodge after a little bit of that momentum change there, that momentum halt, and then bringing it back with the recovery to get the KO off the top.
I mean, I understand Araki and Siraju are going up against Hemwe and Serenity. I mean, they are goats in this region, but that opening game was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Himway and Serenity gonna go ahead and easily take game number 1.
Yeah, Himway putting out 625 damage, getting 5 KOs as well in that game, showing why he was one of the victors with the gold medal around his neck at the end of the Summer Doubles Championship alongside his teammate who we saw earlier of Vortex. But we're seeing this like musical chairs this tournament from like several of the top teams who were like, yeah, we won, we got top 3, why don't I just play with somebody else? Kind of in the way that we've seen it in the past from like South America, where they just kind of all end up playing with each other. They all have tournaments with each other, and they just kind of shop around seeing who they want to play with, who has the best chemistry with them, where the best like legend chemistry is, where they are based on their play styles and all of that. So yeah, this tournament is really interesting because a lot of the top teams have been kind of swapping up, changing partners.
Well, it's something we see in Brawlhalla esports anyway in twos. I mean, none of these regions can keep a teammate. They swap them around. All right, and we do see some legend swaps coming from red team here.
Yep.
We got some Zul and a Koji out on Demon Island this time around. See if that's gonna hopefully improve things for him just a little bit. Maybe that extra strength off the Zul might work out for them. And so far so good with the dares flying off the axe. That is gonna be Serenity's stock out of here. And that was a 20-second stock.
And that was a fantastic follow-up from Seidru as well. Like, most of the work was done in the beginning stages by Araki. That kind of set everything up so Seidru could come in with the sword ground pound and get the KO. Seidru's taking a lot of damage here while Araki gets back. See if Seidru can live here.
No.
He ends up falling after taking that down air from Himwee's spear. See if they can clean up. Saren coming in, Serenity coming in with the neutral light there, down low. Araki just kind of floating up above, trying to survive as long as he can.
He only pushed the attack button one time during that 2v1, just floating around, staying out of harm's way, but unfortunately it didn't work out for him because he lost that first stock. Anyway, Himway is the healthiest on Demon Island right now. Blue team, though, not being nearly as dominating as they were in game number 1.
Nice punish there with the side air, punishing Seidru's neutral signature. A lot of neutral airs coming out from Serenity as he starts to get juggled in the air now by Seidru.
Nice dare off of the cannon. That is going to confirm. See if he can 2v1 situation against Serenity here. No, Himway is back on the map, coming in unarmed with the Chun-Li. Recovery, exhausted recovery from Serenity there, from Sararju there. That is going to send him all the way off to the right side. Pick him up with a down sig. And nope, and not going to find a route that way either. Blue team absolutely not letting him come back up on stage. Finally, he finds his feet back on Demon Island. Bow in the hand, and we're going to see some offense come out from him now.
Nice short recovery coming out from Serenity. Able to get back and avoid the GC side signature from Seidru right over on that wall. GCD light from Araki, not enough to KO off the top, but Seidru takes Himwee off the top. Blue team is about to be in like a tougher spot than I really expected them to be in. The red team's done a great job bringing things back here on the second stock.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just getting warmed up now that we're in game number 2, if it was the legend swaps, but like I said, definitely not the dominating performance we're seeing from blue team as we saw in game number 1. We're seeing some good pressure being put against red team though. That is going to confirm Araki is out of here. 2v1 situation. Can he get it done? It's going to be a tough one, especially against Serenity and Himway. Oh, unarmed up in the sky, staying out of the way. The gravity cancel D-Light. Himway, though, is going to go ahead and pack him up right there. No, not going to be able to confirm the top of Demon Island. Could not follow up there. Can they confirm this stock? He's still swinging an arm, a bow in hand. Bro, oh. Okay, there it is, there it is, there it is. I was getting a little nervous for blue team there. That was, my man was starting to cook.
Seidru was doing really well in that 2v1 against Serenity and Himwee. He's doing such a good job. Unfortunately, going with that D-Sig, you're just going to be locked down. Like, if you're in 1v1s, it doesn't last very long, but when you're in 2v2 and you hit one opponent and there's someone right behind you, it seems like it lasts forever and you're just stuck there while you kick that plank up, and then while you hit your opponent, and then all of a sudden you get hit in the end and it's over. But that was really well played from Seidru towards the end, and we are seeing yet another legend swap from Araki here over onto the Brit.
He's got deep pockets. See what this is going to be able to do for him. So like you said, Bryn, we got Spear and Axe coming into play. Definitely good, a solid weapon, should be able to help him out in twos. Is it going to be enough though? Himway and Serenity They just have really good synergy right now. There's a lot of S words in this set, and it's really kind of messing with my brain.
And here's another one for you, super, because I've been having a super time doing commentary here for another S word, Southeast Asia, for the Autumn Doubles Championship.
All the S words. Here we go. Araki, though, could not finish up with the signature. Himway is going to fall. Gonna catch a Sarah. Nice. Serenity is gonna go as well in red team, opening up here in a game number 3, looking the best they have looked all set long, and I think the first lead they've had all set long. Himway fell again, Sparky.
That is a bad way. Well, it was a bad way for them to start, with Seijuru getting the GC side signature over on the edge, and it's a bad way to continue as Himwee fell. The GC side heavy to get through what was looking like a ground pound from Himwee. Oh my goodness. Himwee's
Serenity almost got confirmed again during that too. Yep. That was almost Serenity on his final stock. What a great start. Well, I'll call it a start here for red team, as they're taking that little bit of momentum they started to find last game, and they're turning the volume up here. Himway sending him up into the sky. Araki coming back down stage with the Sarah. Another Sarah gonna send Serenity on his final stock. Red team's looking like they're gonna be able to put one on the board.
Oh, almost got the D-Sig punish from Araki to catch the landing of Himwee after he got past Seijuru. Again, another D-Sig there from Seijuru. That was the move that he ended up losing last game with.
Oh, gotta come off the side with a signature. Couldn't find anything. Serenity gonna catch a neutral light off of Araki's spear. Okay, 2v1 situation. See if they're gonna be able to finish this up here. 4 stocks to 1. It should be pretty easy for him. Big recovery from Serenity, though, gonna send him all the way over to the right side. Another one to get back to stage. Little friendly fire there in the mix-up. Oh, okay. The pogo is going to be the beginning of the end there. Yeah, the pogo is going to take away the rest of his options. Had the recovery, tried to come back up the other side. Didn't have enough oomph left in it. And that is going to put them on the board 2-1 as we go into game number 4.
Some of the lowest damage numbers I feel like I've ever seen in a 2v2 game that actually played it out. I think it was like under 400 for everybody. It was like 393, 350. I think one person put out 251 on the blue team. Yeah, there you can see right there. Even on the winning team,
275,
393 and 351. Yeah, that 275 from him. He was not in that game long, and for the time he was there, the red team did not let him do very much.
Wow. Yeah, they definitely got red team definitely started to get it figured out here. See if they're gonna be able to carry that on here, as everybody has secured a weapon. No, the Koji still has not. Gonna throw a haymaker out there, and here we go. I think the first actual team combo we've seen in our block so far today. Little pass back and forth there from a blue team and getting some good early damage in.
Yeah, unfortunately, Himwee ended up getting like a little bit too close and got caught up in it, wasn't able to pick it up, and then got caught up in what Serenity threw out after that. So maybe they need to practice that, at least like the beginning stage of a combo, a little bit more, but everything that came after that was fantastic. As you can see them getting the full team wipe, while both of them are not even in orange yet. So a great start from the blue team here. They were looking to keep this one going. The neutral air from Himwee into the neutral air from Serenity.
Yeah, they're definitely putting the brakes on whatever momentum red team decided to find last game. Looking very good coming out here in game number 4 and not letting off yet. Oh, God. I know.
It was a beautiful side light, and I think a neutral air and then a GC side light the other direction into a side air. Insane follow-up from him on that. That was beautiful.
Trying to catch that Sarah coming back down the stage. I couldn't get it. His teammate is going to fall. Oh, wait, so is... Oh, stocks are flying here. Araki not going to be able to find his way back. Teammate went over trying to lend some assistance. Could not get it, though. Nice team combo from blue team there. Couldn't confirm the stock, though. You're allowed to come back over. Bow back in hand. Could not catch the landing.
Yeah, Himwee, I don't think has 100 damage on his first stock yet. So he's going absolutely insane. He's playing so well this game. They're getting the team combos as well, as we've seen them now pick up 2 this game as well. And he gets the fall there. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a 5-star.
I about said a bad word. Oh man, that was crazy.
How long was that game? Because we put out 620 damage. I gotta see the timer at the end of the game. We're still going here. They got some
Find a Sparky. Find a Sparky.
Yeah. Okay, we're waiting.
Find it. Dial it in
right now. Is this an under 2-minute game? I think this is this is an under 2-minute game.
Right.
Because there's the side sig.
Oh.
It was 1:45 and him we put out 620 damage. That is unbelievable.
Yeah. Production's gonna hold up there. Iraqi with the 150, Saraju with the 179. That happened.
That's got to be the most DPS I think we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe it's the most DPS we've ever seen in all of Brawlhalla. That is so fast and so much damage he put out. I mean, look at his signature count as well. He hit all 4 of them. Every single one he threw out, made contact. Serenity and him, I don't know where that was before. I don't know if they just like needed a minute to breathe. I don't know if they needed to, as my good friend Yeet would say, you need to chill, you need to breathe, and they did. And goodness, I don't know what else to say about that game.
No, they just left slow motion and Sparky kind of speechless here on the mics. That was a little crazy. Great dub for Himway and Serenity there, and that is going to end Saraju and Iraqi's day tournament.
Yep,
No, there's one more.
No.
I can't count.
No, we're moving into the next one.
Yeah. What Sparky said.
That was a 3-1 for Serenity and Himwe over Seijuru and Iraqi. They're going to be finishing 5th place by the time all things are said and done here in this bracket. Great work from them, but man, that final game, Serenity and Himwe really showed us all the momentum that they have. They know that's like why we know their names in the region, even if they're not playing alongside each other. We know them individually. And now we're moving into the elimination semifinals. It's Serenity and Himwe versus Sire and Eero. We are into our top 4 slow-mo.
Now, I saw Himway and Serenity's names again, and my brain just got confused. I saw them lock in. I'm like, wait, we're done. No, wait, no, we're not. All right, as you said, though, now that I am caught up in, I know what's going on again. Elimination semifinals, and we are breaking into game number 1, and everything is super even. Is Himway just absolutely decimated his teammate? Somehow, Serenity able to find his way back up on stage, but that was a little rough.
Yeah, we've seen these like back and forth swings now from Himwe and Serenity, granted that this game is very early on, so we could see the tides definitely change, but the fact that Himwe ended up losing this stock so quickly, now Serenity lost his after the performance that we saw last game. Okay, there's the recovery off the top, Himwe with the harpoon toss, Eero is going to end up falling here, and we're back to an almost even game state. Himwe has about 50 damage on this stock.
No, it was kind of a weird contrast. As much momentum they had at the end of that last set, and then just kind of immediately going to this and seeing them kind of struggle and keeping things their opponents keeping things very close. It's definitely a stark contrast, but we're seeing them handle it the best they can. Oh, that stomp Sayer from Sire is gonna miss. Himway trying to reach in there, miss with his nair, but that recovery is going to go ahead and connect. Sire come back down the stage looking for a stomp. Caught it with the signature, and that is going to confirm on Himway. Red team is kind of cruising right now.
I think unfortunately for Sire, he ended up throwing out like a grounded dare to follow up off of Eero, and I think he hoped that he was on the ground and was going to grab a stomp that he could throw into a side light or a side air and get the KO onto Serenity. Unfortunately, he wasn't quite grounded enough yet to grab that, and he ended up just doing that grounded dare.
Serenity able just to come back up on stage with an uncontested Sayer. Nobody's putting anything on. There we go. Side signature from Eero is going to go ahead and confirm. Sire is the healthiest on the board. It's still swinging with that hammer. Oh no, got caught in the signature. That's going to send him up to that top 45, and we are dead even still. Eero being at a slight deficit.
Yeah, he started getting juggled there, but he really only took one neutral air from Serenity. They weren't able to extend it too much, but now that everybody's back on the board here, Eero taking some serious damage, has to be careful. Same thing for Sire. Red team is split, blue team is split. There's the sidelight. Eero going in with the ground pound. Did get hit by the weapon toss into the follow-up ground pound from Himway. Classic gauntlet edge guard there. Caught in the chainsaw, and he is done. Serenity and Himwe just barely getting the victory there.
No, that was a great clutch. We got about halfway through that game. They're like, okay, well, wait a second. We should probably try and win this. And they definitely got together there towards the second half of that game. And we see it paid off for them. 1,076 damage between the two of them. And that is going to give them a game number 1 as Eero and Sire trying to figure out what adjustments they need to make to try and come out on the upside in game number 2. And we are going to get right into it as map selections are on the screen. And where are we going to end up? I'm feeling like Demon Island, and yes, that is where we are going to go.
We're going back to Demon Island, and it seemed like for a second that Eero might think about changing his legend. He was kind of hovering for a while, and then still ended up locking back in on the Stevani to go alongside this Terrace from Sire.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
All right, see how it's going to work out for him. And here we go, game number 2 at Demon Island. Sire now has that hammer in hand and going straight to work, catching 2 quick attacks. Red team just kind of holding over on the right side there, waiting for blue team to approach. Weapon throw out. Eero not able to get back over and pick it up, and now he has a sword. Gonna catch the landing on Serenity. Stomp Sayers, gonna send Serenity off.
Ooh, the kind of back and forth where Sire and Eero were almost like back to back. If we're looking at something like a Bad Boys movie where they're back to back, kind of fighting off all the enemies around them. They did a great job there. I can't do anything that's like been done in the past 10 years. I can't think of anything that's happened in the past 10 years.
But that's what they've had. We've had some recent Bad Boys movies.
Yeah, yeah. I never. Maybe it was great. I never saw it. Maybe it was great. That KO was great over on the left side. Though, as Eero gets taken out, Himwe gets taken out. Sire, the only one remaining on this first stock. Great follow-up potential here. He ends up hitting Himwe with it, despite Serenity being the one caught in the combo.
Oh, try to throw the signature off. Got punished. Sire being sent all the way over to the left side. Sweat beats out. Pogo from Himwe catching the signature as well. Himwe just swinging at anybody in range. Sarah is going to connect as well, and Himwe going to lock down on the edge guard. Serenity there to pick it up. Charges the recovery. Can't find anything except a punish from a Sire on his way back down. Sire, though, absolutely scrapping unarmed right now, looking for a weapon drop as his teammate gets sent down to the bottom. Another unarmed recovery, and now he has that axe. See what he can do with it.
Oh, just the GCD light from Himwe into the weight. Okay, nice dodge there from Sire to get away from that combo that was almost incoming from both members of the blue team. There's the in light that Serenity is going to dodge up through. Nice punish there. It's the side light neutral, though. They need to find a KO here onto Serenity, not just more damage. There's the in light. That's going to do it. Are they far enough apart? No, they are not. Eero's going to end up being a little bit too high and a little bit too close for that down air to hit before Himwe was out of hit stun.
Oh, I don't know what interrupted that neutral sig from Eero, but it would have been big if he would have landed it. Sire working just side light, trying to get an opener here. Caught Himwe coming back down. Did not catch the pass from his teammate though. Serenity naring his way back on stage, whiffing on the side air. Dare is gonna hit Sire. Himwe gonna follow up with a recovery. Another one as well. That is going to confirm the stock. Sire healthiest on the board, but they have almost got his teammate out of here. This could spell trouble for red team. There it is. Okay, 2v1 situation. See if they're going to be able to get rid of the stock. Oh no! Hit him off the side of the stage.
Getting caught on the sidewall. That's really going to give Sire some room to go here, and now he's in a very favorable position. Probably 80 damage lead here. He now has the axe, turnaround side air, sending to the wrong side of the stage, so it's not going to be a KO right away. Now back over to the hammer that you mentioned he's been sidelighting on so much this game. There's a stop side air from the middle of the stage. That's the KO, and Sire and Eero are going to take that game. 864 damage from Sire and 5 KOs.
Anything you can do, I can do better, Sire said. Wow, that's a lot of offense.
He was working that entire game. Mr. No Days Off working the entire time. No breaks. Incredible work from him. And that kind of made up for Eero coming through with only 338 damage. And that happens, right? We can point it out and say you need to do a little bit more damage, but it happens from time to time. And the fact that Sire is the one on the other side saying like, okay, you're doing 200 less damage. I need to do 200 more damage. And that's sort of how sharing as a team works. Sometimes you get 5 KOs. Sometimes you get no KOs. Sometimes you do 900 damage. Sometimes you do 200.
Just how the cookie crumbles some of the times there, Sparky. And we are all tied up in game number 3. Who is going to take that advantage going into game number 4? We are going to find out. Demon Island definitely seems to be a favorite today. That is for sure. Sire sending it up in the air. Oh, try to extend that signature over. Weapon throw. Oh! Oh, Himwe able to get back up on stage, but that was such a killer option from Sire.
Yeah, that was just like a classic. The weapon toss down right at the end, almost able to close that one out. But one thing we haven't mentioned just yet is that Eero, despite me expecting him to be on an Axe Legend today, he's swapped now off of the Stevani onto a Sir Roland, a very rare pick to see.
That is a very rare pick. He's a cheeky legend. His SIGs, he's got a very interesting signature kit. And a sword and lance, definitely two respectable weapons. That side air is going to confirm. We see a 2v1 opportunity, and they did capitalize on it perfectly. Could not get the knockout, but man, did they rack up a bunch of damage.
I'm trying to look up his legends right now to see if he just has like a really highly leveled Roland. It's like 30, it's his 31st highest level legend. It's only like 27. So interesting to see this. Most likely done for the sword that he carried off of the Stevani. And then of course having very, very high defense, which everybody loves to have in twos.
Yes, high defense is definitely a good stat to have. Gives you a little bit of advantage. That side light is going to go ahead, or neutral light is going to go ahead and confirm on Serenity. And red team is cruising their way into an advantage. Going into game number 4, if they can keep this momentum alive, they're still building off of that last game, and blue team having a very hard time at getting it back. If we have a grand finals without Himway or Serenity, or actually we got Keith the Poo Poo and Tax Evasion waiting in Elimination Finals. So this is definitely a very interesting twos tournament from Southeast Asia today.
Yeah, I really like the twos teams shakeups that are here just to see different varieties, see who plays well with each other. But then you have teams like Sire and Eero that we're watching right now who like they kind of stick together with each other despite all the shakeups. Man, if Sire had a weapon there, that was probably going to be a side air and Serenity was going to be done.
There it is. Got one on Himway, not enough to confirm. Sire being sent off stage. Serenity there to catch his landing, but not going to be able to follow up anything from that.
Nice.
Huge recovery, gonna confirm. Himway is out of here. 2v1 situation again, and we've seen the combos break out, but didn't need it. Sire's gonna put a cherry on top with just a nice little Sarah off stage, and that's gonna go ahead and confirm game number 3 for them. As now Serenity and Himway have found themselves in quite the predicament as they are now down a game.
And compared to the previous game where Sire did so much of the damage, 856, the damage numbers were a little bit more equalized. Sire did still do more damage, but KOs were split right down the middle as opposed to the 5 and 1. So again, it's that sharing back and forth, the sharing of the responsibilities that this red team is doing a fantastic job at. If one player does less damage, the other player simply just has to do more. Splitting the KOs right down the middle. They're right where they need to be at the right time. They're choosing the right options at the right time. They're not just throwing out damage moves when they need to find KO moves. They're not throwing out KO moves when they need to find damage moves. The red team is working really well with each other today so far.
3, 2, 1.
And I think the Patrick skin's probably helping a little bit.
Absolutely,
I mean,
100%.
That is like 25% of your skill is your drip.
Yep.
So definitely working out for Sire. See if they're going to be able to finish it out here, or if Serenity and Himway are going to dig deep and be able to tie this up into a game number 5. Demon Island is the battleground yet again, and we're going to see who is going to be the first to strike here. We're seeing blue team come out really strong here in game number 4, though, taking a good lead and already has red team in knockout range. We see a good team combo from red team there, putting some more pressure and putting the damage on Serenity. Sire reaching over unarmed. His teammate falls. Euro is down on his second stock. Sire's going to clap back, though. Side sig not enough to confirm, but now Euro and Sire both putting out damage. Oh, Serenity with the reversal is going to get the confirmation off of it.
Now, one thing that I like that Eero's been doing so far this game is he's been throwing a lot of like optimal damage out as his follow-ups rather than right there's the double KO from Sire. But these follow-ups off of Sire, instead of just going for like a side air or a neutral air, he's been catching a lot of them with a side light into a neutral air. So he gets the full combo there rather than just picking up one move and limiting his damage.
Definitely being able to extend and get all that extra damage. It adds up. It's how you end up with 850 damage in a game. Getting all of those hits in, extending everything that you possibly can. Oh, Serenity, great job at moving and dodging out of that attack. Picking up the D-light on Sire as we see the stocks fall off stage on Himway. Euro working that edge, can't get anything out of it. Sire with the nair gets punished off his landing from Serenity. Big scoop from Sire, sending Serenity. Stop, Sire, follow up from Euro, and not enough to get the confirmation.
Oh, Eero went with the recovery, didn't find the KO there. A little bit of a flub there, but then they get back on it after Himway threw out the neutral air on his own teammate. He was able to get back on to Sire. See if Sire can live, but also if Eero can live. Sire sent over to the edge. See if they go to confirm this, or if they're just going to pressure onto Eero. This is so scary. The tiny walls of Demon Island, man.
Yeah,
that's
he's done.
Gonna be
Pro goes. And now Sire in that 2v1 situation gets Himway in a Serenity. See if he's going to be able to get any steam here. But it's probably going to be pretty rough, especially against this Axe and Gauntlets on the edge guard. They're starving the weapons out, not giving him any options. D-Light from the Axe is going to go ahead and connect. See the pressure off stage now. Okay, Himway right there to pick it up with the sidelight. No, Sire, they're too good. They have everything locked down. There's no way for him to get a weapon, no way to get back up on stage. And that is going to go ahead and tie this set back up right there. And we are indeed going to find ourselves in another game of 5, Sparky.
That's just so tough to play over stuck on the wall on Demon Island, where the wall is so small. You don't have a lot of real estate to kind of mess around over there. And the blue team knew that. They didn't really have to like do any major pressure. Even when a dodge was burned, they were just like, we're going to sit right here because eventually you have to come up. If your hurt box peaks over just a little bit, we can easily punish you and find a KO, or at least set up for a potential KO option right after that. So they could play that very safe, very careful. They didn't both have to go over there, throw weapon tosses. They didn't both have to ground pound. They didn't have to find any complicated follow-ups or set up anything. They just had to sit there on the main stage and bide their time and find the one hit that they needed to set up the opportunity. They could truly search for the opportunity that they wanted to and the opportunity that made them feel the most comfortable rather than having to go for something.
Absolutely. No, they literally took away every option Sire had. They were so clean on the edge guard and playing so well together, taking away all the options, and Sire just couldn't get any damage, couldn't get a weapon, couldn't do nothing. But it all comes down to those first 4 games really don't even matter at this point, because it all comes down to right here, right now. One team is going to move on to our Elimination Finals to take on Keith in tax evasion, and one team's day is going to be done. And the way this set is gone, it could literally be either one of these teams. This has been a banger.
It definitely could be, but one thing that's going to kind of have to change is like Eero's going to have to definitely step it up. He was completely taken out of last game very early, and now actually Sire's going to be the first one to fall here. And are we going to see another game where Himway and Serenity are just getting KOs left and right, not taking a lot of damage? Are we going to see like another potential 5 stock coming out from Serenity and Himway like we did previously?
Well, they got the first 2 out of the way in the first 35 seconds, so they're not on their quickest pace of the day, but definitely a good way to start out game number 5 for sure. Give themselves that advantage. Serenity trying to find his way back up on stage, and he does, but he catches a neutral light from Eero. Eero goes back over and gives the support to his teammate, confirms the knockout on Himway. Ooh, misses the ground pound. Sire try to put that stop down, but just get a whole lot of lands from Serenity.
And that's after they weren't able to guarantee the follow-up. I believe that was Sire who ended up dropping it, I think, off of Eero's inlight on the sword. I can't remember exactly the moves, but Sire definitely whiffed. I think he threw out a side air and ended up missing, where they could have taken out Serenity, and then he wouldn't have been taken out with that Lance side air over really deep the push off. Oh, is he going to do it again, dude?
He does have it.
He still got Eero with that. Didn't even have to send him into the blast, so technically it hit stun. He hit him enough to where he didn't have movement options. Oh my God. It's looking like blue team's gonna take this one relatively easily. Now Himway is in the red. Serenity is still pushing off stage with the lance.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a blue team get into their rhythm now and definitely pull it away with game number 5 here. Oh no, Eero's gone. Serenity, I mean, Sire is all by himself. What can he do? Dude. You just gotta stand there and take it, Sparky. Dude. Oh no.
He threw out the rock, paper, scissors before finding neutral signature. Who's laughing? What am I hearing?
I was laughing.
Insane? Do you hear someone laughing right now?
No, Sparky, you're scaring me.
Dude, am I going insane? Oh, okay, all right. Wow, very impressive game. Again, we've already seen Serenity to him. We do that, and they essentially like just did it again. It wasn't a 5-stock, but it was very, very impressive. The offstage Lance gameplay from him was very impressive. The pressure he was able to exert, immaculate.
Immaculate, great word. And so we gotta take a break here in a second, but we have 2 sets left. And you guys may think by these names that this is grand finals, but it's not. Our elimination finals is going to be Keith and Tax Evasion going up against Himway and Serenity, while Plum and Vortex are waiting up in grand finals to figure out who they need to try to overcome to take the dub today. But Sparky, before that, I'm just gonna be a good worker today. And before they even tell us, it's break time.
It is break time. We are
get
aware
no
we have
direction.
been following along. Yeah, we
get no direction. They just leave us to our own devices. Yes,
we're the directors now.
We're the directors.
We will see you in
so maybe we
just
don't have to go to break.
We don't have to, but I think we should.
We don't have to. Yeah, I need water.
You give me a fever and make a believer out of me. I was just a dreamer, but dreams are now my reality. I feel it, I'm bleeding, I'm needing for all eternity. My soul is on fire, this burning desire's heavenly. Then you're moving closer, breath upon my shoulder. Boy, I wanna hold ya. Heart is beating double time. I can't wait to make you mine. I just wanna know ya. I tremble when you call my name. The feeling driving me insane. I just can't get you off my brain.
We are back here with the Autumn Doubles, the last 2v2 tournament weekend before BCX comes in the middle of November. That is November 15th through the 18th in beautiful, sunny Atlanta, Georgia. We are moving along through this bracket. I'm sitting here alongside Mr. Slow Motion.
Hi.
Hey, man. What's up, dude?
You guys broke me, bro. I'm sorry. I can't hold it in. I got the giggles today.
We are here in our Elimination Finals. We have Keith the Poo Poo and his teammate Tax Evasion fighting against Serenity and his teammate Himwe.
Indeed, we do. We have a plethora of Southeast Asia goats in this set. Definitely could be a good one. We have 1 PR, 4, 3, and 5. So we're just missing number 2 PR in this game. This is the cream of the crop, if you will, when it comes to Southeast Asia.
Who is PR2? Do you know off the top of your
I have
head?
no idea.
I'll just look it
no
up.
idea. There you go.
We should talk while I'm looking it up. Just let me be a guy on the computer.
No. They pulled you up. We got the beautiful shot of you very earnestly looking for information. They're still leaving it up. Why is it still there?
It's LaPlum. It's LaPlum, who is in our winner's bracket right now.
Okay. That makes a little more sense.
So yeah, like the
right.
PRs with how this tournament is shaking up are like absolutely seem to be dead on. 100% correct, at least so far. We almost saw Serenity end up taking out Keith Poo Poo on the left side. We've seen some solid Ulgrims today. I would say Keith is definitely one of the top Ulgrims, and then like Serenity is probably one of the other ones. But Himwe is actually making a legend swap here and coming in with the Zol pick. We've seen Zol previously, but it wasn't Himwe.
Yeah, I was about to point that out. Definitely an interesting swap for Himwe here, especially in game number 1. I guess just trying to feel out the ledge a little bit, see how it works against this red team of Keith and Tax Evasion. Oh, the nice follow-up on that dare. There we go. Ground pound's gonna connect. That's key stock, bro. Oh, still putting pressure. No, Tax Evasion gonna come up with a recovery. Everybody survives that somehow, some way. Serenity coming back over on stage, saring his way over, gonna catch a nair off of Tax Evasion's spear. Himwe coming back up on stage, but cannot get that weapon in his hand. Finally gonna go ahead and get that X.
Yeah, and we took like probably a clean 35 to 40 damage before he was able to grab that axe, and he took it very quickly. He does, of course, have a lot of defense on his side and even more strength on his side. Getting back over to the main platform. Even that D-Light almost took out Tax Evasion in the top right, but not enough just yet. The side air back onto the stage, completely splitting the red team. They get the KO onto Tax Evasion. Can they clean up Keith here?
No, he's gonna go ahead and evade his way out, use that soft platform, catching Serenity over on the right side. The nair is gonna come in just a little shallow, but no a punish on him. Keith getting caught up in that cannon from Himwe. Big Sair is gonna send Keith all the way over. Serenity not able to catch a landing, but Himwe is gonna fall. It is gonna be his stock, and we got a very close game number 1.
Dude, he went for the GC side sig. He went for the 1-block vertical jump for the beef, and he should have gone for the chicken there. He should have been a lot more safe with that. He ended up falling into the void, into parkour prison.
In the parkour prison. We've all been there a time or two. Sarah from Himwe is going to go ahead and confirm that final stock on Tax Evasion, and it is all up to Keith to try and extend his final stock against these 3 that he is facing and try and come out with a dub. Might be a little difficult, especially with Himwe catching the 3-piece there. Oh, Keith gonna go ahead and confirm the stock on Serenity, but he's got another one, Sparky.
Dude, Keith is so good in the 1v2. Like, he still definitely may lose this. He has a lot of damage on this stock, but his ability to go back and forth between his opponents is so good. We saw it earlier. Himwe just barely missing that side air. It's gonna give Keith one more chance, potentially.
Nope. All right, game number 1 going to Himwe in Serenity. That gives them the momentum going into game number 2, and they are not wasting any time. They are right back to map selections. And we are not going to Demon Island. I don't believe it.
We've seen it so much today. And
Going back to Apocalypse again.
One thing that we really haven't seen today is like soft platforms, which that's just sort of the way I prefer to play as well. We have a lot of players that really just don't like messing with soft platforms. They can go to Demon Island every game, they will. Even though those walls are tiny, and that's sort of like the weird thing about that as opposed to having 3 soft platforms. People are more than willing to go to that map to stay away from soft platforms, or they'll go to APOC, which just has 1.
Yeah, APOC's a good what's the word I'm looking for? Nope, word's not gonna find my brain. Never mind, moving on.
No way! He ended up grabbing both with that
both,
instinct, and they split up 2 completely different 45-degree angles, one up and left, one up and right. It was beautifully choreographed.
Himway, though, is gonna be the one to confirm that first stock. Nair into the missing recovery, punished by Keith. Sidelight into Nair from Keith, continuing to rack up more damage here in center stage. Serenity trying to find a place to put his feet. D-Light is gonna find a home against Keith. Weapon throw, keeping the pressure off. Another D-Light from Himway. Back and forth the neutral here. Okay, the stock is gonna fall off of tax evasion. That's his first one. Red team still holding on to a very slight lead here, but blue team looking like they're trying to bring back this deficit. There we go. That is almost going to confirm against Keith, and not going to weapon throw up, confirm with the side air, and that is going to be Keith's first stock.
Tax evasion, trying to evade not only just his taxes, but the blue team, and he gets around behind the IRS agent, KO off the top, and then Keith comes in and gets the full team wipe. Serenity now on final stock here. We fresh on second, but lead definitely going to the red team.
Yeah, they're looking much better here in game number 2. Tax evasion, that stock gonna fall there as his sidekick brings him back on in. Looking for that weapon drop, can't find it. He found a Serenity though with the neutral light. Serenity with the dare, gonna catch Keith on that soft platform, missing with the side air though.
Oh, Serenity.
Going way deep, able to find his way back up though. Nobody's gonna contest it.
I'm surprised we didn't see like at least a weapon toss over there. Like there was a lot of space between either red team member because they were like at the middle of the stage compared to like over on the left side, since that was just like a weird thing that happened for Serenity there. So yeah, I think maybe like I don't know if they could even get over there in time to really do anything before he got back over to the wall. There's the side sig. It's gonna grab him. Not enough just yet to get Serenity, but again, Keith in the 1v2, but he's in a pretty good spot here. He has 2 stocks. Serenity is extremely damaged. He's gonna go in that hard off stage just with an unarmed ground pound trying to chase after him.
Now, if this is winnable for anybody, it is Keith. We've talked about a few times during today how good he is in those 1v2 situations. But this is Himway and Serenity that he is dealing with, 2 Titans in Southeast Asia. And this is going to be pretty difficult for him, even with Serenity being that close to being knocked out, because he's not putting himself in a position. Oh, as I say that though, the Sarah is going to connect Serenity though, somehow, some way holding on to that stock as blue team continues to put damage on Keith.
Yeah, you saw Keith playing around that soft platform in kind of the beginning of this, which if we were on Demon Island, he wouldn't have that option to kind of stay safely up there, so he's not in between both blue team members. We're trying to set up the combo. Dude, Keith's lance is so good. I love watching it. Such a bold move going in with that ground pound as well. That was really dangerous. Getting away from that, getting around, getting behind. Keith is so good here.
Himway chased him down with the side sig, got big punished. Seeing the deficit start to come between these 2 players. Himway trying to, getting it right back with that Axo, see if he can find a way back up on stage. Weapon throw's gonna hit him in the top of the head. He does get back up on stage. Keith not able to punish the landing. Oh, coming up with the recovery, no punish from Himway. Oh, Sparky, this is scary. Not gonna be enough. Can he find the recovery? No. Weapon throw out. Keith misses the landing. That Sarah is gonna confirm. Himway gonna be able to get it done for his team. Keith almost got it done though. Almost.
He was so close to getting it. And the thing was is that Himway wasn't able to find like any KO type moves hardly at all at any point through that. Like he was finding dares on the stage, he was finding some down lights on the stage, he was finding some like side lights on the stage which you follow up into the neutral air, but he wasn't like finding any side airs, he wasn't finding any recoveries, he wasn't finding anything on the signature kit really whatsoever until that side air, that falling side air that he got right at the end to find that KO. Man, Keith almost had that. It was in the tips of his fingers.
Yeah, he's gonna be thinking about that one later for sure. He almost got the clutch. But just like that, Tax Evasion and Keith have found themselves in a very rough position here, as they are one game away being sent out of the last doubles tournament of the year. Are they going to be able to rally back, put one on the board, and maybe get a reverse 3-0, get a reverse sweep here against Serenity and Hemway? I don't know. It's looking a little rough, Marty.
It opened up with a little bit of a team combo between Keith and Tax Evasion. Unfortunately for the red team, like, Keith was just unarmed, so it's going to really limit his damage output. Tax Evasion, like, he had gauntlets, but still, it's not like he had an axe, it's not like he had a hammer, it's not like he had anything huge that's putting up big numbies. Ooh, Tax Evasion just barely getting around. I thought the lance tip was going to clip his head.
He was able just to get just a couple pixels over, stay out of the way of it. Keith going up. Nice D-light from Hemway. Gonna get punished from Keith, though. Gonna send him out of here. But Serenity gonna do a little house cleaning of his own as he's cleaning up the stage here. Keith, though, staying out of the way of that final knockout move and getting some damage into his own. Team, a combo from a red team here is Hemway coming up on stage. Dare back down, trying to find something off stage. How anybody got out of that unscathed, I have no idea. There was so many bodies out in the air.
Serenity did a great job, like, right before that as well, of, like, throwing his lance in. He really had a great angle on it. There's a double KO for the red team, specifically Keith. But there was a great weapon toss. He didn't ultimately need it because the red team didn't have Serenity in a 2v1 combo or anything. Oh, sorry, Hemway. But he had a great angle on it so that if they did, he would have been able to interrupt with that lance toss. It was a great angle on it, great speed on it as well. It was just beautifully aimed.
Oh, okay, got back under with that recovery. Not a whole lot of force from it, though. Tax Evasion down low.
Oh, he drifted back into it. The classic.
He came off the wall. He came off the wall, and we've all been there. Your brain tells you have to avoid it, but sometimes to avoid it, you just do nothing. Unfortunately, came off that wall, got caught with it. Stock is gonna go, and now we're seeing a blue team try to finish this out here if they can get something going. Red team's keeping them guessing, though. Okay, laying down the signature, gonna go ahead and get Serenity on his final stock. This is looking a lot better for red team for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially with how damaged Hemway is. Like, yeah, if they get Tax Evasion out of here, which they might do here, there's at least going to be time before he gets back. Oh, he faded out in the end to give Keith as much time as possible, and because of that, he ends up falling. But Keith is in kind of a similar spot to where he was last game. His eyes are going to be set on Hemway. He's the most damaged. He's the one most likely to be knocked out. But Serenity, of course, is going to be the one to take the lead. Sidelight dare. Tried to go for another sidelight. The GC sidelight, which would have led into another dare. Could have been a huge edge guard there for Serenity.
This is actually, I mean, same situation, but it's actually completely different from last game because now it's Serenity that has to carry that weight. He cannot rely on Hemway, and they got it done, and he pulled the book out on him, bro. Got it done. That was a very good work from Hemway and Serenity there. I was kind of wondering if Serenity was going to be able to pull that together there at the end, be able to confirm that stock. Keith had a lot of gas in that last stock, but they played it very well, played around Keith, did not let him get any sort of momentum in that 2v1, and they are going to find themselves going back up top to take on La Plum and a Vortex.
Yeah, even though Hemway did 641 damage compared to Serenity's 479, like, Serenity's lance that game exerted a lot more pressure. Like, if I was playing against Serenity in those moments when he had that lance, I was a lot more afraid of that lance in that game specifically than I was in the previous games. He was looking more like Keith in that game as well. Not even like just the ground pound that he ended up hitting on.
You're right, though.
When he faded off of the wall. Like, his neutral gameplay, it was just more threatening.
Mm-hmm. No, I absolutely agree. Oh man, we have had quite the journey to get here, Sparky. It has been a very exhilarating morning, but that leaves us with one, maybe two sets. We might get a reset. Never know. We might get blessed. But
we've had a lot of game fives here. On the top side of the bracket, La Plum and Vortex, Sire and Eero in winners semis was a game 5. Right below that in winners semis, Keith and Tax versus Serenity and Hemway. That was a game 5. Our winners finals was a game 5. The elimination round 1 that we didn't actually see on stream, it was off stream, of Heavy and Voter versus Seidru and Araki. That was a game 5. Serenity and Hemway versus Sire and Eero for 4th place in the elimination semifinals. That was a game 5. So we've seen a lot of game 5s in this top 8 today.
No, it's been very exciting. You know, it's not, you know, top 8 are always exciting, but it's not always a situation where you get to witness something like this, where everything is super close. It's all game 5s. Everything is coming down to the wire. We have, you know, LaPlum and Vortex sitting in grand finals. Keith and Tax Evasion are gone, guys. Like, it is a very, very cool day in Southeast Asia, and it's been fun being here for it. But without further ado, these players do not want to wait any longer. We are getting in to your Autumn Double Championship Grand Finals. Sparky, let's finish them out of here.
Now, these two teams have not fought today yet. This is their first time fighting today because Serenity and Himwe went down into the elimination side in the winter semifinals to Keith the Poo-Poo and Tax Evasion. So they haven't ran into LaPlum and Vortex in the bracket just yet. So we really don't know how this is going to go. And Himwe is going to start in this set leading with the Zul.
Interesting. Very interesting pick. No, this is gonna make this opening game very interesting because we got to get this download. Like you said, neither one of these teams have played each other today. There's gonna be a lot of calculations, a lot of homework happening in this opening game, trying to get the reads, figure out how their opponents are playing here, and see what they can do to capitalize on that. We always got to point out, you guys may be new to Brawlhalla Esports. We do double elimination tournaments, which means Himwe and it means, Sparky, that Himwe and Serenity are fighting their way back from the elimination side. They have to win 2 best-of-5 sets against Plum and Vortex to be able to win today.
That's exactly what it means.
Exactly what it means.
Beautiful explanation there from Slow Motion, who has done so many grand finals, double elimination explanations in his commentary career. Much like all of these players really have probably been in grand final situations a lot throughout their careers. You mentioned it earlier. We have a lot of the top Southeast Asia players who have been top Southeast Asia players for a very long time. The dare to the side of Serenity gets the KO, and Himwe is there to clean up Vortex as well.
Okay, we got a game 1 here. Serenity and Himwe have a very slight lead. Plum, though, needs to tank this last stock as much as possible. Get some good offense for his team here and not let this opening game slip away. Ooh, Serenity threw that ground pound out there, and big punish from Plum. Double pogo. Get the stock out of here. We're pretty much all tied back up except for Himwe being a little more damaged.
We saw Serenity floating out there, and like in his mind, he was like, I really don't want to use my recovery yet. I can get back with it, but the second I use that, you know he's going to be coming in with either a dare or a weapon toss, and that is going to get interrupted, and I am going to fall into the blast zone.
Oh, Sarah from Himwe is going to go ahead and clean that stock up. Everybody is all tied up. Super close, except for Plum. That stock he needed to take, he is now in a knockout range. If blue team can get a hold of him and send him packing, that Sarah is going to get it done. 2v1 situation. It's all up to Vortex to try and take game number 1 for him and his team.
Now, we mentioned that Himwe is leading with the Zul pick, the kind of last legend he set his sights on. Same thing with Vortex coming in with the Hattori. Oh, the D-Light, he completely backed away from it, turn around, hit the side air onto Serenity so that he didn't get punished.
Trying to find a way to get down and get some sort of offense going. Blue team's kind of giving him a little more room than I think that they would like to give him. As he's able to get a little offense in there. Everybody is so close to knockout range. That nair from Himwe, though, off the Zul is going to be enough to go ahead and finish that one up. And that is going to give them a 1 game out of the first 3 that they need to reset this bracket.
Vortex didn't quite have the spacing for the like really short range unarmed side light off of the whiffed side air that came out from, I believe, Serenity. So instantly Himwe found the D-Light into the neutral air for the KO on the cannon. That was an easy punish for him there towards the end. But Vortex was giving him a run for their money. He was playing really well. Yeah. He was using all of that like high movement speed that Hattori has. One of the reasons you want to pick that character is because high movement speed feels really good. You can move in and out of effective ranges of not only your weapons but your opponent's weapons as well. Unfortunately, just didn't quite have the spacing with the unarmed side light, and he got clipped.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on Plum this game. I definitely, if he would have done a little better, especially that opening stop that went really quick. And we're seeing him,
right there, same thing, man.
Okay, all right, Plum, I see you. He needed to come in and make a big statement, and that is definitely a statement that he made as he takes out early stock from Serenity away. Now Himway follows, and we're seeing some big momentum from Red Team here in the opening of game number 2. Oh, hit him again, bro! Hit him again! Bro!
Who is this guy? Oh my goodness!
Sparky, that's Plum, duh.
I mean,
bro,
I tell you what, he's crushing it here at the end of the season. I don't know when plums are in season, but if I'm the blue team trying to take a bite out of plum here, that's a sour plum. The way like 3 stocks just went for him.
He is definitely a little tart as he is getting done here.
Really, what are you doing?
Shut up!
There's
six
no
stock?
way.
Give me a 6 stock. Give me a 6 stock. Thank you.
There's no way, dude. All right, I take it back.
Southeast Asia.
We said it earlier. Is like that was the lowest damage 2v2 game we ever saw happen. Scratch that. That was because I can't remember which blue team member. I think it was Serenity. He did 93 damage, dude. He did 2 digits of damage.
I didn't mean to laugh. That is rough, bro.
No, it's funny. It's true. I think he would understand as well. He might be in like post-game rage at this moment, but that's something that he will eventually look back at and laugh because man, Plum destroyed them.
No, I something told me to keep an eye on Plum in that game number 2. I felt like he had something to prove, kind of let his teammate down a little bit in that opening game, and my man came out swinging literally with that axe, putting it on everybody, and he's not slowing down. Same schedule, same game plan. Seeing the ground pounds and dares just fly off stage. He's literally just sitting back and just waiting for that offstage attack.
Neutral signature from Vortex. Bro, Serenity gonna be the first ball again. Going onto the stage, dodge up, has enough to get back. And that was really perfect timing with getting the first KO. That gave Plum plenty of room for there to not be another blue team member to then meet him on that side of the stage and hit him with the ground pound for the KO as he hit that dodge up.
Okay, there we go. Finally some offense, a knockout from a blue team. Serenity is gonna take him off the top.
By any means necessary, Serenity has to stop recovering like off stage or near the end of the stage, because like as a Lance player, and Lance players out there understand getting that interrupted is so brutal. But we might be starting to get some momentum on his side. Gets the KO onto Plum. It's 5 stocks to 4, but Serenity is probably about 2/3 of the way through his second.
I see if Plum can warm back up here. Got that axe back in hand, but Serenity's right there to catch the landing. Another nair off the lance coming up. Vortex on his final stock, and blue team coming right back. We've seen a lot of very close sets today, and this is looking like it could be another one as Himway and Serenity are dialing this in. Himway's still on his first stock, bro, and still putting on the damage. Oh, there we go. Finally, the Sair from Plum's axe is going to send Himway's first stock out of here, but Vortex is almost out of this game right now.
Yeah, I've been watching Himway to see what his survivability was looking like because he was doing such a great job, and I just kind of have lost track of the amount of damage that Vortex has taken. As you can see, he's on final stocks here, just barely getting through that with the unarmed recovery. Like, he's disarmed at this moment. There is a weapon spawn. He grabs it. He's kind of playing pretty safe here. Even burns that dodge there to go for the recovery follow-up, trying to take out Serenity off the second stock. Serenity sent flying. Plum's looking to end it again, and he does.
There it is. All right, they needed that. That was big for Red Team. They can get this confirmation on Himway right here. That would be huge. Maybe a gift stock. There it is. Plum got it, bro. There we go. Okay, the Vortex is gone. Vortex is gone. It's all at the Plum, and he is getting Himway and Serenity. This is going to be a very, very tall hill to climb for Plum. Fighting an arm, spear in hand now. They let him get a weapon. Seeing the nairs come out. He's just juggling blue team.
He just
keep
needs
nairing.
to keep
it's working.
Like, he can't D-light and then recover. He can't D-light side air. He's going to get caught unless maybe he times it perfectly to then get to the other side. He can't go for it. Oh, nope. Bounce off the wall. Serenity's going to grab it, and Himway blows the kiss. The kiss of knockout, if you will.
How did we go from game 2 to that?
I don't know.
Like,
I genuinely, it surprised me
How does that happen, Sparky?
It surprises me every time when players are able to do that. I don't understand what happens in the brain and then what happens in like the translation pathways as it goes from like up here to like down on your hands on the controller or the keyboard, whatever your peripheral of choice is. I don't know. I can't answer that question for you.
6 stock straight into L true combo. That is crazy.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Here we go. All right, back to Apocalypse. And Plum has that spear in hand. See if he can have another breakout performance like he had that game number 2 and put him and his teammate in a better position here. Now they are behind, trying to fight back this reset. Himway and Serenity, they can send us back to 0-0 with a dub right here.
Ooh, that ground pound gets interrupted by Serenity's down air. He's been able to stay on stage this game, so he hasn't gotten caught yet. Off stage, charging up his recovery and getting completely interrupted. Vortex not even going to chase after Serenity. Really would rather turn and set his sights on Himwe, who's very healthy. Himwe's survivability was a big thing last game, so the fact that he wanted to turn and set his sights onto Himwe, focus on that so he can eliminate that sort of major linchpin that the blue team had. It's a great idea.
But we're seeing the stocks fall off a red team pretty early. They need to bring this back. There we go. Nice confirmation on to Serenity, and Vortex gonna send Himway up to the sky. Okay, red team looked like they were gonna let it get taken away from them there a little bit, but they did a really good job of bringing this back. Everything is pretty much all even. Actually, completely even at this point.
And that was a great job from Plum, like understanding what Vortex was going to do and what Vortex was physically capable of with like frames and iframes on the opponent and everything like that, for the ability to follow up with that sidelight into the recovery. Because Plum was right there. He could have gone for like a side air or something like that. There's a side sig from Vortex. See if Plum can get through that, catching the bottom side of the recovery. He does, but Plum was just trusting his teammate, which is very smart to do so he doesn't overlap. There's yet another ground pound on the corner, the bottom side hitting Serenity.
Oh, man. All right, that is gonna go ahead and clean up that stock off of Plum, and now Plum and Vortex are on their final stocks of the set. Blue team is in a great position to reset this grand finals right here. Red team needs to buckle down, put some damage on Himway, and shut him down, or he's gonna be a big problem for them here in the final moments of this game. Vortex fighting back unarmed, can't find much except a Sarah from Himway, trying to get back down to the weapon drop, finally has those gauntlets. See what he can do against Serenity. Oh no, they both whiff, Plum sending Himway down. Can he get a pogo? Recovery up is going to be enough force. That's going to confirm, and things are looking a little more even here.
Ooh, sidelight downer into the turnaround, like the reverse neutral air from Serenity hitting the backside. And I gotta start trying that one because I never really know what to do after that downer. I'm a Brax player, so I just throw out the D-light. There's the sidelight into the neutral air, just barely missing the top side of the recovery. Plum hits the side air. Vortex is out. Serenity and Himwe are looking like they might get the reset here, especially after that. No, the chase dodge up.
Plum's got to dig real deep here. If he can get Serenity off the stage right now and then just play really well against Himway, no, we are going to reset it, Sparky. We are getting a grand finals reset, put the score back to 0-0. We're gonna put these two teams against each other again. And man, is Southeast Asia putting in the work today.
Himwe and Serenity after a very rough start for them, after we saw Serenity do 93 damage. Himwe's still doing most of the work for this blue team, and I mean most in terms of the dictionary definition of the word, as in like the majority, as in 51% more or greater. 639 damage compared to the 402 from Serenity, 5 KOs from Himwe as opposed to the 1 KO from Serenity. But this is why Himwe wants to play the Zul. It's so he can put out those big damage numbers. It's so he can find those KOs. It's so an Axe side air from the wrong side of the stage actually does get the KO. It's so an Axe D-light grounded does get the KO. It's so he can find those KOs, especially with the cannon as well.
No, yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. He's doing a great job at exploiting the strengths of Zul and doing a really good job using that kit and making it work for him and his team. They have now reset grand finals. They got a shot to come back from elimination side and get this done. Sorry, I have an alarm going off. I do apologize.
what is that? Is there an Irish step dance happening in your home? I don't know if that's
I don't
Irish.
know why that alarm is. It was make sure I wake up for not today. I don't know why that alarm went off. Anyway.
Ooh, good thing you weren't relying on that one for today, brother.
Yeah, no, that was the early alarm. Either way, we are gonna get this reset. We're gonna see. Man, this is. I'm still stuck on that 6 stock. Like they just came out and absolutely dog walked Himway and Serenity, and then still end up getting reset on, and not being able really to find any momentum after that 6 stock. That is kind of crazy. But we are gonna see. We're gonna keep everything pretty much locked in, except we got Bryn and Wu Shang coming in from red team, Ulgrim and Azul coming in from blue team, and I'm definitely interested to see how this game number 1 goes. It's gonna set the momentum for the rest of this reset, and we are gonna start it off in Demon Island.
Yep, going back over to the flat map. No soft platforms here. Those tiny, tiny walls. Himway stuck without a weapon here, hoping to grab that when he does pretty quickly. Now he's going to start this one off with a cannon. Dude, Vortex is like already in the orange. By the time he got hit by that juggle from Zol, man, he's already in the orange. Okay, but Plum's putting pressure on him. We over on the right side, the ground pound. He's going to have the side airs to help him get back.
Got the
nice
pogo.
down air.
Oh, yeah.
How is he
Saw
still
this interaction to
living?
finish. Yeah, I know. That was really good from both sides. Himway doing a really good job with his offstage movement, trying to stay out of those options. And red team did a really good job just kind of staying in that pocket, putting in a really good edge guard, and making it very difficult for Himway to come back up. Somehow he was able to sneak his way back up there, but that was very clean from both sides.
It's looking like Plum might end up falling here. No, he gets the turnaround, hits the side air, bouncing off the wall, getting the stock off of Himway. He is extremely damaged, so I think maybe he's not afraid to go in like that, because if he falls, like, it would likely happen anyway. But if he hits the ground pound, that's the 1 block vertical jump for the beef. Like, if he gets that one, then he's good. He's gonna go into the parkour temple.
Plum just straight up boxing unarmed, comes back down, gets the spear, lets the ground pound rip, can't find anything with it though. Oh, Gravity Kittle signature in the air, does get punished. That is gonna send Serenity off stage. Stock's all tied up. Wait a second, Himway might be going on to his final stock right here in game number 1. Trying to take out some more damage off of it, but Vortex is right there with the axe of his own. Plum being sent over to the left side. Himway trying to wrap it up, and he does. Is that going to be enough? Weapon throw is going to finish it off. Plum being taken down to that bottom corner, and now the double knockout. Vortex goes as well. Serenity and Himway had themselves in a fantastic spot.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's 4 stocks to 2 here. Himway taken out here. He knew that he was going to lose that stock. Oh my gosh, if Plum would have been there like just a little bit earlier, he could have gotten the guaranteed follow-up there. He's looking for the neutral air. Serenity charging this one up, and Plum, he's hit him with it a million times. It doesn't matter what legend he's playing, whether it's Gauntlets, whether it's Spear. Himway completely solo, but Serenity's there with the save.
Man, Plum in these breakout performances that he has, he just puts it into high gear and is able to rack up huge plays. Signature is gonna go ahead and whiff, no punish. Himway back it up, try to let the down sig go, got punished. Okay, Serenity is the healthiest on the board, and that down sig is gonna hit as well as Vortex comes back down with a Sarah. Weapon throw, finds his way back down the stage. Weapon throw again, looking for the pogo off stage, gets out of the way of it. Himway with the nair is gonna send Vortex out of here. It's at the Plum though, 2v1 situation. Weapon throw out, see if they're gonna finish it. Dare is going to finish it. Put Serenity and Himway up 1-0.
I think part of the reason Red Team lost that game is because Plum was like really playing scared towards the very end. He was floating really high in the air, even when his opponent was like above him in prime spear recovery territory. I think he was worried about getting knocked out. He was playing not to lose rather than going in with the recovery, getting the KO off the top, and playing to win.
I agree. We're seeing these replays finish up that dare, finishing up that game. We're gonna get into map selection. It's going to be APOC or Demon Island. Demon Island being taken out of the equation, so I'm pretty much going to guess we're going to Apocalypse, and there we go. That one soft platform that we have talked about is going to come into play here. See how these teams are going to use it, and see if Vortex and Plum are able to tie this set up.
And they're going over to the swaps here. They're looking at the swaps on the red team. Plum is getting away from the Chun-Li and going back over to the Bryn that he was playing previously. And we're also getting Vortex on the Bryn as well, staying away from the Hattori, staying away from the other legends that we've seen Vortex play today.
Yeah, the double Bryn, definitely an interesting teaming here. see how it works out for him. Struggled a little bit in game number 1, and we obviously saw them get reset on as well. So red team definitely has a lot to prove right here to try to bring this back.
Okay, Plum set up for the potential edge guard. Oh, big recovery the other direction. Plum still able to live here. Almost gets caught by that neutral signature, but I think Vortex ended up throwing that out as any like potential threat might be coming from in front of him, and just a little bit in case someone was chasing behind Plum.
Plum though being taken onto that second stock. Oh, trying to get those pogos off stage. Vortex being taken all the way over to the right. Finding his way through the mass of attacks being put out by blue team. It does get knocked out though. Vortex gonna follow him way. His first stock is gonna fall here. Ooh, Plum trying to come off stage, put a little pressure on Serenity. Nothing to be found though. Vortex
yeah, I saw Serenity off stage, and I was scared again. The second that recovery comes out, I'm instantly scared. Alarm bells are going off in my brain. Okay, Serenity with that chase dodge up, trying to kind of stop anything that came out grounded there from Vortex. He wasn't able to really extend that string beyond. Nice neutral air from Vortex. He eats a ground pound. Oh,
what? He didn't need it, but man, how did he miss that?
Yeah, that was a little bit surprising there. See if they can put the pressure on the Vortex on the edge.
Light.
Yup.
Surgeon has that axe in hand, going over to put some pressure on Plum.
Nice.
Oh, nice pass and catch from Vortex and Plums. Finishing off with the Sair. Super, super, super even on these final stocks. Oh, nice 2v1.
That's a great way to start for Hemwe. Nice interruption there from Vortex with the side air. As Hemwe was going into the ground pound, there's the D-Light dare, forcing the off stage. Down air's a little bit too high. Side air's back to the stage. Now Plum's on top. Hemwe sent under the stage, gets the chase dodge with the recovery.
Serenity missed that D-Light. Vortex gonna be able to put a Sair on him. Oh, Sairing in the wrong direction, coming flooding back down the stage. That is gonna send Plum out of here. 2v1 situation. Vortex has a little gas in the tank though, but he has Serenity and Hemwe all up in his face. Weapon throw out. Caught him on the landing. Oh, everybody's damaged though. This is totally doable for Vortex. No, it's not. All right,
wow.
Hemwe and Serenity gonna go up 2-1. Vortex and Plum now in a position where they need a 3 in a row, Sparky. That is a task.
That unarmed recovery, because he's playing Zol, having enough strength to KO off the top, that was a big end to that game. But yeah, it's exactly as you said, having to win 3-0, getting the reverse against this team, against Serenity and Hemwe. Like, Hemwe has won so many tournaments in Southeast Asia, but like also on the other side, like Vortex has won several tournaments of his own, but still definitely the odds are leaning heavily in the favor. Even before, like going into this set, or even the previous set, going into today, would probably favor Hemwe and Serenity.
Yeah, I think absolutely it would. Definitely names that you see here time and time again. All right, Vortex and Plum, though, they got a lot riding on this game number 3. It is do or don't here for them. Serenity and Hemwe need the dub here to get the have the reset and get the win. And like we talked about just for a minute ago, Plum and Vortex need to keep doing that right there. Nice confirmation on Hemwe.
Yeah, this time it's Hemwe getting knocked out super early when we've lauded his survivability like quite a bit throughout this entire tournament today, and it's always been like Serenity charging up that Lance recovery and getting interrupted over on the side. It's his like last resort to get back to the stage because he knows how dangerous it can be sometimes. But this time it's Hemwe falling. It's Serenity. He's the one with the survivability.
Oh, there it is though. Bring it back. And getting that stock off of Plum, they need to go ahead and confirm it on Vortex. That'll be a really good start from Hemwe there. Serenity gonna go out and follow up. Retreated with the recovery to get himself in a good position. That Sair is gonna go ahead and clean up that stock. And blue team is 4 stocks away.
I like that Serenity, he hit the ground pound onto Plum, didn't get too greedy, and he chase dodged up because he knew that Vortex was there as well. He didn't go for like, oh, I'll hit him with another Lance ground pound. He's not going to let those intrusive thoughts win because his opponent's yellow and he risks way too much over there. So it was really smart from Serenity. Oh, this is really bad for blue.
Yeah, you know, Serenity losing his first stock, that's one thing, but Himway going down to his final one at the exact same time is that 1-2 punch they definitely did not want right there in that situation. That gives Red Team a really good opportunity to get some momentum back on their side that they desperately need. Oh, Plum fishing off stage. Himway, nice reversal, hit him with a double dare. There it is, it's gone. And now things are looking much more even with Blue Team having the lead. Vortex being sent out all the way over to the blast zones. Has enough to be able to get back on stage, but being picked up immediately by that cannon.
I thought that GC Inlight was going to be just a little bit too early, but no, he still had the frames on it. Even that high, the GC Insync from Plum doesn't take Himwee off his final stock. That would have been massive for Red. Now Vortex is on final stock. If Himwee can survive, if they can put pressure onto Plum in this moment while they have man advantage, Vortex is in. You saw Plum immediately retreats to the far side of the stage. Another dare, charging that one up, still has his dodge, yup.
Oh, okay, he recovered him back up, letting Serenity get back up on stage. I was watching the fight between Himway and Vortex over there on the right. Oh, Himway being way up in the sky, this could be bad. He needs to, they need to get rid of him. Himway able to find a path. He reset his options. No, that dare is gonna end it. It's all up to Serenity. 2 stocks to 1. Oh, that's big. Able to get those 2 back-to-back heavy attacks against Vortex there. See what Serenity's movement's gonna look like here. So far, looking fantastic against this Red Team.
This is either a 3-0 after the bracket reset or the potential start of the reverse 3 for the Red Team.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they dropped it. Plum going off stage. Serenity can't get his feet back down on stage. Vortex gonna clean up there. Sayer, not enough. Serenity still got good, still has pretty much some good health left, so I'm excited. I want to see if he can be able to clutch us out. That's the only bad part. It's the only bad part about being a commentator and a fan, because the line gets blurred sometimes. Serenity coming back up on stage. Can he finish? Oh my God, he stayed out of the way of that weapon throw. Oh, he hit his teammate.
Oh, this is so close. Slow-mo. He gets the dare. He's putting pressure on the Vortex. Turn around side air to Plum. Gets the sideline, but there's no KO combo follow. Even that recovery wasn't enough. That recovery's gonna do it. And Plum and Vortex just barely prevent that from being a Blue Team, a Himwee and Serenity victory, a Himwee and Serenity gold medal here at the Autumn Doubles Championship for Southeast Asia. We're going to Game 4.
All right, look, they got on the leaderboard, but I hate to put it this way, but it wasn't very convincing. It definitely could have gone in the way of Himway. Himway and his teammate there, Serenity, just couldn't quite get it done. There's still a lot of work to be done on the side of Red Team if they want to be able to get these next 2 games. They were able to get the dub. Hopefully that can turn into some good momentum for them, but I do fear that it was still really, really, really close and they kind of got lucky there. But we'll have to see if maybe it can continue on, but I don't know.
Serenity was really close to taking that game, and if there was any moment for Serenity to be the one in the 1v2 and go off, like, that was it. That was some very impressive Lance gameplay coming out. He was so close so many different times, but that's just so tough to play against.
But here we go. It is going to be 2-1 in favor of Himway and Serenity, and see if they're going to close us out here, or if we're going to stay on, you know, the way the day has been, and we're going to take this to a game number 5. I'm kind of feeling game number 5, if you want my honest opinion. So far, it's looking pretty good for Red Team. That ground pound is going to go ahead and get that early stock against Himway, and they have not taken very much damage at all on their opening stocks.
Yeah, Himwee almost got a little bit cheeky. He did a weapon toss that he was hoping would, like, bounce his opponent, put a little bit of hit stun on him, and bounce him into his incoming unarmed ground pound. Now he's getting cheeky over on the left side, and it is successful, taking out Vortex.
And they're putting pressure on Plum here. This could be a good turning point for Blue Team here. Be able to take the momentum back. Plum staying out of the way. Oh, some friendly fire there. Almost knocked his teammate out. It was super close. And he's going to find a way back up on stage. Unarmed recovery. He's going to get underneath Plum. Going to let him get back up there, but he has no weapon to drop on the other side of the map. He's able to get over there and pick up that axe and get some good damage in with it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, converting an Axe sidelight neutral air into a KO by having your teammate neutral air right after that with his cannon is fantastic. Because with just hitting the sidelight neutral air on the Axe, like, doesn't really matter at that point. He's already in KO damage. Like, yeah, you're adding up a little bit more damage, but ultimately you need the KO. It's not damage time.
Exactly. Got to get the stocks off the board and got to get the job done. Serenity being taken off his first stock. Himway being sent out. It would be big for Red Team if they could get Himway on his final stock right here. He's able to sneak his way back on stage with a big fadeaway Sarah against Vortex. Fighting back on arm, catches him on the landing. Hit him with a three-piece there. Serenity gonna go ahead and charge it, going deep, but Vortex gonna catch a weapon throw to the face, and that puts Blue Team in a fantastic position.
This is 4 stocks to 2 here. Himwee is severely damaged. Vortex does have the Axe, but Plum now just getting a weapon. There's the recovery, sending Himwee on a final stock. If Serenity just doesn't take a lot of damage here, he's going to be in a really fantastic spot. Himwee's able to spawn back in. He's looking for a weapon. He grabs one. I think Serenity only took 2 hits, so he's still in a great spot here. Now he's starting to get close to KO time.
Find his way over, sidelight over on the right side. Ooh, big recovery from Himway. Took out Serenity, couldn't get the confirmation off of Vortex. That's a little rough. Super close here again in game number 4.
Serenity just kind of floating around. He's looking for Axe connections, and he's not really finding any of them. He's not taking too much damage in the process, but okay. There's the neutral air into the down air. Doesn't find the 3-piece. Oh, the backside of that D-Sig. That's enough to KO Vortex. Himwee and Serenity are looking at the man advantage against Plum.
And a big health advantage too. Serenity's got plenty of health left on that final stock. They're in a fantastic position. As long as they don't do anything crazy. Oh, okay. There we go.
Serenity clutches it out with the side air to finish things off. And in a 3-1, Himwee and Serenity are your Southeast Asia Autumn Doubles 2v2 champions.
Indeed they are. And I'm getting the laughing this time. I'm definitely okay. Hearing it this time.
I think he knows, and I think he tries to do it on purpose. I didn't get it this time, but I got it last time. So I think he knows exactly what he's doing. That is the laugh of victory for Himwee and Serenity here.
Indeed. What a day in Southeast Asia. It is a good day to be a Brawlhalla esports fan. That was a lot of fun. Great bracket from Southeast Asia.
Yep, that is Himwee again, winning yet another Southeast Asia doubles tournament. He ended up winning the last one there just a few months ago for the summer doubles tournament. That was alongside Vortex. I'm wondering if there was another official doubles tournament this year, if he would just also play with someone else and then also win that tournament. Like, Himwee has solidified himself in this region. Like, yeah, everyone knows Tiger. Tiger's been the guy. He was the guy for a very, very long time. Himwee has now been the new guy, and he's been the new guy for quite some time as well. He's really put himself up there in both 1s and 2s in this region.
Absolutely, and another trophy to go in the cabinet for him. Congratulations to Himway and Serenity, your Autumn Double champions. Sparky, I think that we won't have any more games.
Nope,
we're
that
all
is going
out
to be
of
the
Brawlhalla
end
matches
of Southeast Asia for the Autumn Doubles portion, but there is still more Autumn Doubles going on this weekend. Of course, we have EU tomorrow, and then after that we have South America, and then on Sunday we have North America. So if you want to know when all that is happening, go to brawlhalla.com/schedule. That will show you when the streams are happening in your local time zone, so you don't have to do any math. If you want to sign up for any tournaments in the future, obviously it's too late for this weekend's tournaments, but if you want to look at brackets as well, you're on Twitch, !bracket and chat, and you'll find it. If you go to start.gg/Brawlhalla, you will also find past events, future events, and current events. Also, speaking of future events, go to bcx.live. That is bcx.live if you want to sign up for the World Championship in Atlanta. What? I
was gonna say, just give Sparky the camera. He's doing the rundown, and it's a Sparky show now.
If you want to sign up for the World Championship coming to Atlanta this November 15th through the 18th, that is bcx.live. That is bcx.live. Slow-mo, anything else for us, brother?
I had a fun day. It's always a pleasure when they put us on the mic together. I had a lot of fun. I think we're gonna be doing this all weekend long. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed Southeast Asia, and like Sparky said, EU, South America, and North America are gonna finish out your weekend. You guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we will see you over here in a Pro Brawlhalla tomorrow. Right back up top, but he's floating, flying, the stairs coming out. Very bold throwing that weapon.
Game 5, a reasonably close L. This is not a great start for the red team in the ground pound. Luckily didn't hit puzzles, but he lands on the platform, eats a side sig from E. Really has done a great job evening up here. I almost thought that side air from Tiger was gonna hit puzzles. Great split of the blue team. The neutral signature just barely not enough to knock out. Beautiful down air. Focus was clearly on Tiger, but they get a big hit on the puzzles, send him away. That weapon toss almost hitting him on the head. Eero really going in here. They haven't really hit each other too much yet. Sire was really giving Eero plenty of room. Great follow up there. Oh my gosh. He knew exactly how to follow up with the one single well this game. They're getting the team combos as well, as we've seen them now pick up 2 this game as well. And he gets the fall there. Oh,
the blue team getting into their rhythm now, and definitely pulling away with the number 5 Euro. Oh no, Euro's gone. Serenity, I mean, Sire is all by himself. What can he do? This is actually, I mean, same situation, but it's actually completely different from last game, because now it's Serenity that has to carry that weight. He cannot rely on him weighing
the top Southeast Asia players who have been top Southeast Asia players for a very long time. The dare to the side of Serenity gets the KO.
You're in the opening in game number 2. Oh, for red team, they can get this confirmation on Hemway right here. That would be huge. Maybe a gift stock, as long as they don't do anything crazy. Oh, okay. There we go.
Serenity clutches it out with the side air to finish things off.
Can't wait till summer's done now. To give you all my love now. 'Cause what you're giving me so can't wait till the morning light, till the morning light. There's no other way to say it. You're the light of my life. Loving what you're doing to me, yeah, you treat me right. There's no other way to say it. You're the light of my life. Loving what you're doing to me, yeah, you treat me right.